Yeah, go ahead.
Had to change my answering machine. Now that I'm alone, cause right now it says that we can't come to the phone. And I know it makes no sense for you to walk out the door, but it's the only way I hear voice anymore.
Tell him, Squid G.
It's ridiculous, it's been months. For some reason I just can't get over us. But I'm stronger than oh, enough is enough. No more walking around with my head down. I'm so tired of being blue, crying over you. And I'm so sick of love songs unwaited. So
Yo. The way just do, he just smooth, bringing much news with the facts when he crush fools. I'm rough school, I bust moves like crush groove. Pass me the mic and I'll turn it into lunch food. Just cool, but talk slick and he'll punch dudes. Cowards get the message and they hush like chubs do. You can bring your whole bus crew plus two. T-Dub-T is astronomical, you comical. You a fool if you think we'll ever honor you. Them other channels ain't shit, no abdominal. This the face of new media, fuck a Donahue. You see my giant crew, we shine like a diamond do. If any trolls disrespect, yo, we finding you. We all surrounded you, it ain't no reminding you. He already done surpassed what you trying to do. So quit the fake smoke, you suckers better take notes. When you step into the chat, you better wipe your feet. Hit the like and keep your comment short and sweet. My homie just not a joke, you don't want to war. Plus a deep boxing IQ, you don't want to spar. He broadcasted from Jersey, so we straight. Put you deep in the dirt, that's why they call this the Garden State. You seem tough but not a threat like a garden snake. We not scared of you, we chopping off a head or two. Mark your calendar, remember what we said to you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Mark your calendar, remember what I'm telling you. It's no option, it's just do boxing.
Salute. What's good, family? What's going on, everybody? Good Tuesday to the fam. How y'all feeling? How's everybody feeling on this good Tuesday? How y'all feeling? Appreciate everybody pulling up. What's good with y'all? Let me say what's up to the family. DP Rocker, what's good with the fam? How you feeling, bro? Miss Joette, salute to the queen. How you feeling? BC, my Brody, what's good with the family? How you feeling, my bro? Edgar Chavez, salute to you, Brody. Jersey in the building. Skills, Mr. New Orleans in the flesh. What's happening with it, my bro? How you feeling, man? Appreciate you stopping through. Skywalker Boxing, my Brody. What's happening with it, Skywalker? Appreciate you stopping through. Y'all know y'all like them tunes. You know what I'm saying? Skywalker Fate, my guy. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Appreciate y'all pulling up. Miss Joette, salute to you. How you feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling okay. I'm staying positive and I'm pushing and I'm, you know, we back with another one, you know, just to have us a good boxing conversation, man. And I know we chopped it up about Conor BENN a couple times, right? But it's more so not just Conor BENN in this instance. It's Eddie Hearn that my focus is on, more so on Eddie Hearn than Conor. You get what I'm saying? I feel like this is where some of his arrogance and like his comfortability come from, not holding himself accountable. When you got a guy like Eddie Hearn going to bat for you and dropping interviews and going on podcasts and putting his reputation on the line to convince people that you're innocent and, you know, you clean and you ain't do nothing wrong. And I just don't care how passionate you speak about it. The tests are the tests. Some way, somehow, you know, the coma fiend got in the system. And until somebody accepts that and understands that, I'm going to always look at him as a guy that think he's privileged, like a spoiled, arrogant kid. You get what I'm saying? You're not moving right. You get what I'm saying? And you know, when you got a guy like Eddie Hearn backing you, willing to back it, like it just makes the guy even more comfortable. And like somebody said, they said Eddie Hearn must have put a lot of money into Conor BENN, because why else would you be willing to put your reputation on the line to try to push forward for a fight know what I mean, where he tested positive. Now, why I'm bringing this back up again today is because one of the bros, salute to my bro Mike Biggs Boxing, told y'all if y'all see something that I didn't see and y'all send it to me, we gonna cook on it. So Mike Biggs sent me a interview, a recent, like, you know, this was today, an interview with Eddie Hearn, went on his podcast talking about Conor BENN. I just want to let y'all, we gonna play, I'm gonna let y'all listen to what he said, what he had to say. Or in the street, Japan, Tacoma, facing Casemiro. All right, 118, I'm sure we can't this week. Oh, okay. Aleem was supposed to be the opponent. Yeah, man, I want to hear what that side of Ghost think that's comical, Skywalker, that the thought, that the whole notion that Aleem would duck Casemiro. Kirk Douglas, salute family. Appreciate you pulling up. Opulent LDTV, blessings to you, Brody. Appreciate you pulling up as always, man. Roger, what's good with it, fam? Frank is confirmed for Tank's undercard. He's fighting the bronze medalist. Is he? Salute to Roger. Appreciate you pulling up. It's cute. My family grows chickens, cows, and everything. That's dope, yo. Salute to Jose Diaz, man. Salute to you, bro. Artem. Them Artems could fight usually, huh? Them Artems and Arturs and things like that. Them dudes usually can fight. Much love to everybody in the building. We gonna cook as we always do, man. It's not in the food, Clomid. It's not in the food. It's too expensive, and the Russians take it to Cuba. And again, Jose, Frank Warren spoke on it too, right, bro? He said like that, clomiphene is banned from poultry farming. So like it's no eggs that he could buy unless he had imported eggs or something of some sort that could have been contaminated with that. Other than that, you get what I'm saying? I had to be some type of foul play. And my biggest issue is lack of accountability. There is none when it comes to Conor BENN. And when you got a guy like Eddie Hearn in the position of an Eddie Hearn, he's backing you. You get what I'm saying? He's backing you. He backing you. You get what I'm saying? Like, so he going to bat for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird, bro. Frank Martin finally saying he on Tank undercard, Fate. Say fighting the bronze medalist. Salute to Jose dropping that knowledge, man. I always appreciate the fam. If y'all catch something that I didn't catch that, y'all. I didn't catch it. Salute to my bro Roger, man. Much love. I'm gonna play this clip. I'm gonna play this interview from Eddie Hearn. It's not super long. You know what I mean? About 10 minutes, I believe. But we going, I just thought it was interesting. And again, bro, it's the lack of respect that he has for boxing and the lack of respect that he has for the integrity of the sport it blows me, bro. Blows me. And salute to JusDueBoxing. I gotta make sure I sub up to JusDueBoxing. Salute to JusDueBoxing. I heard he got great content and a solid dude. I say, man. Roger, drop his link in here if you could, bro. Somebody, if y'all could, somebody drop his link. So I'll make sure I follow, bro. Boxing world growing. You dig what I'm saying? And we just gonna keep having fun. And boxing is moving and it's continuing to be good, man. Even sparred together before in the past. Wow. Okay. Good, man. That's good money, man. Frank Martin got some smoke. That's what's up, y'all. That's what's up. We're going to play this interview, though, man, from Eddie Hearn. He went on this podcast and he spoke on some things. You know what I'm saying? Spoke on some things. And Conor BENN. And his whole spiel is he believes Conor BENN. You get what I'm saying? He put his reputation on the line for this kid. And somebody said, that's because he put a lot of money into him. That's why he willing to, go to bat for him the way he is. You know what I'm saying? So this podcast, salute to Talk Sport Boxing. You get what I'm saying? He had almost like a heated back and forth for one of the like the co-hosts, I guess, of the show. You get what I'm saying? It was a back and forth, and it's just very disrespectful. He continues to the way he was willing to push this, and this, I respect the hell out of these two dudes because they grilled him. They grilled the hell out of this dude, bro. They grilled the hell out of Eddie Hearn, bro. They grilled this man for sounding like he wanted to protect him. You know what I'm saying? They was on his helmet. My bad, y'all. Let me click that link. Make sure I subscribe to Brody. Bet. Appreciate that, Rosa. I'm locked in. I'm tapped in now. Appreciate that, Rosa. Appreciate you, bro. Just what are your thoughts on the commentator for being unbiased and giving his opinion, but the person ain't like it, so they drop him? Hold on, let me make sure I read that again. On the commentator for being unbiased and giving his opinion, but the person ain't like it, so they drop him. That's the kind of behavior. That's the energy we don't need in the sport. Fate, that doesn't help the sport. You get what I'm saying? Why would you drop somebody that's being unbiased? That's what it's about. You want an unbiased commentator. That's what's wrong with commentating. It's far too biased, and you could tell who they rooting for just by how they call the fights. Ashley's Corner. Salute to the queen, my cousin. How you feeling, Ash? Appreciate you stopping through. Man, you can't stop it. Seen a bodybuilder drink like 40 eggs on YouTube. Short made me think of Conor. That many eggs, yo. Let me show y'all. Didn't I tell y'all because of Conor Benn, he was going to do something to the price of eggs? Look what Conor Benn did, y'all. Let me show y'all what Conor Benn did, too, since we talking about Conor. Let me show y'all what he did. Let me show y'all what Conor Benn is responsible for, y'all. Look at this dude. Look, didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell you? Look at this guy, bro. Look, Dollar Tree announces they can no longer afford to sell eggs at their stores. Conor Benn, you wild, bro. I can't believe you. He single-handedly disrupted the poultry farm industry, buying up all the eggs, bro. Dollar Tree can't even buy. They can't sell them expensive eggs that you got, bro. You get what I'm saying? You done took these folk out of business, man. You know, well, not out of business. You done stopped these folks' bread, man. I'm pretty sure they was making a good penny on them eggs, bro. You know what I mean? What they really need to do is just say that they tainted, and Conor come sweep head by y'all, buy y'all out. You know what I'm saying? Buy y'all out, man. A1 Hoop Zone, my brother. What's good with it, A1? Appreciate you stopping through. L-Dub's badass. He keeps up with the rankings too. And I respect and salute the real, man. And I'm always trying to learn. You know what I'm saying? If I can learn from you, I'm going to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to rock with the content. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all, bros. You know what I'm saying? Look what this man did, y'all. Look what he did to single-handedly, yo. He affecting the egg industry. First Dollar Tree. What's next? You get what I'm saying? Dollar Tree now, Dollar General next week. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I mean? Next is Walmart. You get what I'm saying? Like, what bro on, bro? What is he on? Conor Benn, you bogus, man. You bogus. I done seen a lot of bogus things in my life, but I ain't never seen no man single-handedly affect the poultry farm industry, bro. I ain't never seen it. I never seen it before. Lives too tough. Oh, man, this boy bogus, man. Conor Benn, man, you dirty dog, bro. Dirty dog, man. Dirty dog. Look what he did, man. Stormy B, man. Salute to the sensei, man. How you feeling, OG? Appreciate you, man. Safe travels on that road, as always. I'm in here talking about how Conor Benn single-handedly is affecting the egg industry now. You know what I'm saying? You got Dollar Tree out here. They can't afford to buy eggs no more, messing with this guy. But what we really going to get into, you know, that was just the humorous side of it. What we really going to get into is, like I said, this interview from Eddie Hearn that came out. This was from 7 hours ago, y'all. So this is a current interview. And he went on Talk Sport Boxing to speak on that he believes Conor Benn. And I'm going to let y'all hear what you know how we do over here. We chop it up, man, and break it down, man. So salute to everybody in the building. Y'all punch that like button. And you know what? PSA, I think I'm about to stop yelling, hit the like button, man. Everybody know to hit the like button by now. We just going to cook, man. People hit the like button, they hit it. If not, oh well. Much love to everybody that does hit that like button, though. I appreciate every last one of y'all. We're going to get into this. This is Eddie Hearn on Talk Sport Boxing. This was from 7 hours ago, speaking on Conor Benn's situation. Just listen to this guy, and much respect to this platform, because these dudes was grilling at Eddie Hearn. This is how you need to be on somebody bumper, man. This is how you need to be. They was on him. They was on him. They ain't make it easy for him up here, man. They ain't let him make it. How all these other guys be letting dudes make it. Now, they did not let him make it up here, yo. Commentator situation talking about this dude being biased. He's the commentator on Misfits KSI. I ain't like what he said because he gives his opinion on a fight. And he ain't like it. That's why I say them dudes ain't good for. They just a sideshow at the end of the day for boxing. So they fired him and went off on him. That's weird. That's wild. You may believe Ben, but I don't believe him. You get what I'm saying? And Stormy B, somebody made a good, interesting comment. They seen you seen that it was good. Oh, you talking about the clip, right. Salute to Mike Biggs Boxing, because Mike Biggs sent this to me, yo. And I appreciate when I don't catch something, y'all send it to me, yo. We gonna cook on it. I tell y'all that all the time. If y'all see something that y'all want to hear me give my just due on, feel free to send it to me, bro. I don't care what it is, anything boxing related, and we gonna build, man. Man, this was a good interview, y'all. So I'm gonna play this, man. The cheaters are good. You get what I'm saying? And listen, y'all, to how these dudes grilled them. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, the facts. Man, you be thinking the same thing I be thinking. Yo, I swear, while listening to this Ash, I was like, yo, that accent ain't gonna work, bro. I don't care how well you speak. You get what I'm saying? They ain't going, bro. These two dudes were not going. Salute again to Talk Sport Boxing. They were on point with this, bro. They were on point. They grilled Eddie Hearn, man. Put his opinion out there, like fact. He made it clear it was his opinion. See what I'm saying? And that's what I do over here. You get what I'm saying, Fate? You can't knock nobody for an honest assessment. People are crazy. But anyway, without further ado, let's play this. This is Eddie Hearn on Talk Sport Boxing, y'all.
Eddie, just to simplify this, Conor BENN, you're a fighter. Eubank Jr., Callum Sauerland fighter. The fight was called off because Conor failed not one, but 2 drugs tests. If we keep it simple, regards testing, people understand it.
Not one, but 2.
More. If the failed drugs test, Eddie, had never been leaked to the newspapers, would you have happily put the fight on knowing what you knew?
I got you.
How close were you to being involved in what would be perceived to be a big drugs cover-up?
Because contractually, as I said to Simon, we rely on the sanction of the British Boxing Board of Control. When these tests were uncovered, it went straight to the governing body of the sport, the regulatory arm, the disciplinary committee, if you like, to make a decision. There's also a lot of rubbish about leaking of the
so
press.
you had no control as to whether the fight was going to go on or not?
Contractually, regardless of what Simon wants to say, and he acknowledges this, and I'm happy to debate it further. Contractually, in the fight contract with Chris Eubank Jr., the way that fight gets cancelled is if the British Boxing Board of Control do not sanction the fight, or Chris Eubank Jr. terminates the agreement due to
listen to this. It's pretty
Chris
good.
Eubank Jr. wanted to proceed with the bout. The board took 5 weeks to make a decision. I go on record to say the board made the correct decision. I wish they wouldn't have waited 5 weeks. There's also rubbish out there to say, and I back the board on this actually, where they say the board didn't sanction the fight because it got leaked to the press.
So as soon as we found out here, and everybody else found out, that Conor BENN has failed 2 drugs tests, were you then pushing there and then for the fight to be called off?
The fight was already not sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control.
Were you pushing for the fight to be called off?
Yes.
On that day?
Do you know who pulled the fight?
On that day?
On that day, that night. I pulled the fight that night.
He's saying he pulled the fight that day, that night. But the thing was, the way you were going about it, all the way up until when you did that. That's the issue that they're having. It's the way you moved. You moved as if, like, they're going to get into it. And I was saying this, y'all. This is why I love when interviews come out and they explain some of the things or some of the train of thought that I had, man. And it looked like he was putting money over principle and moral. Remember, I said that. He was more worried about making that fight than whether or not this dude actually failed. And he even was on record saying, like, if it was up to he don't see why this fight shouldn't continue. This was him. This was him. There's no way. Don't try to back off it now that you're getting grilled, bro. This was you and your energy, bro. 100% this was your energy as it pertained to Conor BENN. Because remember, you believed him. So you were moving like a guy that believed him. Despite what you believe, the tests say what they are, bro. It don't matter what you believe when the test could prove that it was something. You get what I'm saying? It's, man, some irregularities in his piss. You know what I mean? Come on, man. And what a piece of garbage. Right. Failed 2 tests. Why didn't he report the first one? And I heard it's a lot more of they fighters that be failing, bro, that we don't be hearing about. That's what I've been hearing. Grindhard Sports Nation was good, fam. I had been knocking out Eubank. And I was rooting for him, yo. I thought Conor was going to chip him too, Grindhard. I thought he was going to beat him up. You get what I'm saying? 2 failed tests. Two failed tests, Jose. 2. You know what I'm saying? He still was trying to push the fight. But let's continue.
Various options. Number 1 was an injunction. Number 2 was to work with another governing body or regulatory arm, of which I really didn't want to do. The mistake that I made, and I stand by that in this, and I believe the only mistake, I don't think it was handled perfectly by anybody. The big mistake that I made, I really didn't want to do.
You know, speak on you. That's the thing, man. Speak on you. They're grilling you. They're not talking about everybody else. You keep talking about you don't think it was handled right by anybody. No, you were the one trying to use your influence and your status to potentially push a fight that should have been canceled. Then you up here talking about, yeah, I said this numerous of times. They made the right decision. Of course, you got to say that now because you would look bogus if you didn't. Get what I'm saying? This dude, you ain't getting up out of this one, Eddie. They on you, man. These gentlemen were on your back, man. They was on your helmet and they ain't let you off easy, bro. Man, as a fought someone with skill, I stood with him. And like Algeria is known for losing to good fighters. Right. I feel you. Just look at how he looked and performed against Smith. I think he had a KO loss coming to him. That catch weight, playing with your weight and stuff like that. I think that's what caught up to him.
The mistake that I made, and I stand by that in this, and I believe the only mistake, I don't think it was handled perfectly by anybody. The big mistake that I made is when I rocked up to the workout on the Wednesday, I'd literally received the letter from the British Boxing Board of Control an hour
took his glasses off.
I faced the media, and myself and Kalle Sauerland couldn't believe this process had been going on for 5 weeks, and all of a sudden, what were we going to do? I shouldn't have said, we're looking at our options. I should have just taken it, and I believe the board made the right decision. I had the option, and so did Kalle, to proceed with the fight.
So why did you say we're considering our options? Because there and then it looked as
absolutely
if
sign of insecurity too, Jose.
Yeah, I think
absolutely sign of weakness and insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Trying to compensate for something. You know what I mean? Lack of confidence and things like that. And right, Fate, where's the suspension? You dig what I'm saying? Where the hell is the suspension? Fizzle, appreciate you pulling up on the other account, my bro. Much love. Much love and appreciation. Rivera, 6 months, yeah, and a 10K fine, right? And meanwhile, you got this guy. He just get it off. You get what I'm saying? And got guys like Eddie Hearn, and that's what I'm saying. Like when you got a dude like this backing you, you got a guy like this backing you. You no wonder why he feel comfortable being arrogant and kind of not showing no self-accountability. You got him going to bat for you. Like, man, if Eddie believed me, man, everybody else should believe me. Nah, it's not about what we believe. It's about us understanding that it was clomiphene in your piss, bro. That's not a personal attack. That's nothing crazy. But for him to go on this platform today and do this, like, come on, man. You doubling down on a guy that piss hot. It don't matter what you believe, man. That's what I'm saying. Can you prove that he ain't do nothing wrong? Because he can't prove that he didn't. That's what I'm saying. It don't matter what you feel and believe. You know what I mean? It's what you can prove. Can you prove that he's a clean fighter? I don't think you can, B. I don't think you could. Protect their fighters more than their careers. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. 6 months, he can start training now and fight in 7 months. You dig what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Get your suspension and get it over with. You deserve one. You deserve one. Teach, what's good with it, Teach? Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? Like, we're going to play this. We're going to keep playing this. God body salute,
yeah,
fan. Appreciate you pulling up.
Considering our options. I do, because I think the board made the right decision.
135.
I was a bit...
He got knocked out Saturday. Who got knocked out? God body salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up.
Shell-shocked. All of a sudden, I had 100 cameras asking me questions. What you going to do?
Listen to this
what
dude.
I said was, yeah.
All of a sudden, you got 100 cameras on you. Like, you ain't used to cameras being on you. What are you talking about? Like, come on, dude. You used to cameras being on you. It sounded like you was folding under pressure. That's what it sounded like. You folded under pressure. That's what it sounded like.
I do regret considering our options. I do, because I think the board made the right decision. I was a bit shell-shocked. All of a sudden, I had 100 cameras asking me questions. What are you going to do? And what I said was,
he had 100 cameras in his face.
The British Boxing Board of Control have told us they don't acknowledge VADA.
They
only acknowledge UCAD. He's had 4 UCAD tests in the run-up to this fight. Everyone is negative, and we need to consider our position.
I want to bring Simon in a second. Eddie, Sauerland told us on the day of the drugs test reveal that both teams were given specific independent medical advice on the drug in question. He claimed both fighters were happy to carry on. Since when should it be up to the fighters to choose which banned substance they can or can't fight with?
It's not. It's up to the British Boxing Board.
But that's what it looked like.
No, Chris Eubank Jr. and Sauerland. Sauerland had their own individual medical analysis with Chris Eubank Jr. regarding the testing, the other test dates around it, the test that he'd failed, the levels of the test. And they're specialists.
You feel me, Fate? Shell-shocked about his own job. Come on, bro. Because cameras in his face.
If the British Boxing Board of Control
undercard boxing, my bro. What's good with it? How you feeling, bro?
Appreciate you. But you were in line with that. You were in line with that.
Look,
I mean, it is
this dude wasn't going
to suggest that anyone can have a commentary.
Rewind to make sure y'all hear. This dude was on his back, yeah. They was taking their glasses off and everything.
But you were in line with that. You were in line with that. I mean, it is pretty preposterous to suggest that anyone can have a commentary, irrespective of the PED, to suggest I'll allow my fighter who shredded weights, who should have been told, but it would have seemed not been told, on the 23rd of August that someone has an adverse drug finding, hasn't been told according to you until the second drugs test. He's now fully trained, fully in a situation, going for what I think was a freak show of a fight anyway at a catchweight level.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're in a situation where ultimately you and Kalle were looking at an opportunity to be able to use your influence or find an outcome that suited you best. The reasons why you mentioned
about alternate routes is because that's precisely what you meant. And then you looked at it, and maybe your dad tapped on your shoulder and gave you a bit of advice and said, son, let's have a listen to this. You go and get an injunction against the British Boxing Board of Control. First of all, you're probably not like to get it. Second of all, if you do get it, son, what's going to happen is you're going to be the promoter that put on a fight with a boxer overcoming a technicality in a drug situation. So you were done. No. So then what you did is you regained your composure. I thought, I'm not having any of this, and I'll pay her back from it. But if you look at the whole sequence of events, the lot of you, Callie, you and the fighter had an opportunity to deal with the British Boxing Board of Control. An adverse finding goes to them. Despite your protestations, any WADA accredited laboratory finds an adverse finding, then gets caught by UKAD. So with that in mind, the British Boxing Board of Control asked your fighter to give them some information. He refused. He told him to go do one. And then what they did was they sanctioned him there on afterwards not because of the refusal to provide him with tests, but because he refused to cooperate with them in their investigation to find out what the hell was going on.
They didn't sanction him. The board have made it clear that they do not acknowledge VADA testing. This is the whole issue around their rules. They only acknowledge...
They acknowledge adverse... Yes, they do, Eddie.
Yes, Simon, you're not aware of... we had the whole situation with Billy Joe Saunders.
Tell you what, the British Boxing Board of Control...
who now say, we need to look at our rules.
Because you've already told them and said they're liars, right?
I said, as what I've said the whole time...
Right, he on his back, Teach.
The whole thing on this... Simon, the whole thing on this is an attack on us, rather than a British Boxing Board of Control. So you had sitting next to you, right, who took 5 weeks to make a decision. We get a situation like this.
And he sound guilty as hell.
Because they didn't know what to do, and they made the right decision.
Notice, like, he keep trying to revert to other people more than himself. They're grilling him about the way he handled this situation. They know what the end result was, the fight not happening. But what they're saying, why were you carrying it like as if you wanted the fight to continue anyway? You get what I'm saying? You should have said right then and there, you talking about you going to explore your options. That made it look like it's a possibility that you're going to be willing with trying to push this fight through if you could. That's all. That's what they're saying. They on your back about it. You trying to get up out of it and keep. I rewinded it about 20 seconds. You keep alluding to the 5 weeks. The 5 weeks, bro. It's you. They're talking about you. That's where you falling short. That's what you keep missing. I have to pull up the Upton gym. That's dope, man. Salute to you, undercard boxer, man. Salute to you, man. Salute to Upton gym. Eddie know he wrong. He know it, bro. He know it. Keep talking about this 5 weeks, bro. They talking about the way you handled it in between time, bro.
I've already told them and said they're liars, right?
I said, as what I said the whole time, they took the whole thing on this. Simon, the whole thing on this is an attack on us, rather than a British Boxing Board of Control, who you had sitting next to you, right? Who took 5 weeks to make a decision. We get a situation like this because they didn't know what to do, and they made the right decision.
And your fighter,
absolutely not,
issued cease and desist. No, we didn't. Used a lot of pressure.
No, we didn't.
Whole structure.
Hang on, guys. We're not going to hear if you both keep talking over each other.
Because the problem with you is this is what you do. You speak to Robert Smith without. It's like Eddie Hearn did this. This is a situation. They were made aware at the same time, right? Wait.
Agreed.
Okay, wait.
Agreed.
Wait.
Stop. I mean, Simon, you're hypothesizing here.
No.
You know,
Simon,
I think it's reasonable supposition.
Simon,
May was right here.
I put it to you the same way again. In my situation, and I stand by this, and you can say, no, I would have done this, you would have done the same thing. You speak to the governing body. Maybe back in the day it was the FA.
He's telling him he would have did the same thing.
You are designed to handle this situation. You're the regulatory body. You're the disciplinary committee. Take away your player contracts, which might be different in football. And now we say it's up to the FA to make their decision. Just like us, the way a fight proceeds.
But they've got legislative powers, Eddie. This one hasn't. This one's funded by you.
No.
It's funded by you.
It's got the decision to sanction a fight or not. What are you talking about?
On the basis.
No. On the basis
of information, which no one will provide.
On the basis of you're saying to me, right?
Oh,
how can you proceed with 2 failed tests? No. Why don't you ask the board how they can? No, you haven't.
No, that's the thing. They're not talking to the board right now. They're talking to him. And that's it seemed like he's missing there. He's like either not understanding their line of questioning, which I seriously doubt that he don't understand what they asking him, but he keep alluding to the board, the 5 weeks. No, they're talking about you. You were on record talking about what you don't see a reason why this fight shouldn't continue. This was you. Them was your words. You were carrying it like if you truly it was up to you, you would allow the dude to fight. That's what their problem is with you. You keep talking about 5 weeks this and the board that, and you don't ask me. It's a personal attack on us and not the board. See, that's that That's that lack of self-accountability that pisses me off with this situation. What did he say in his whole entire interview since we've been listening? That's a personal attack. There's no attack, bro. There's no attack. You're not moving right. You're not moving right. It's simple and plain. You're talking about personal attacks. That's how Conor been moving. Personal attacks that you feel like the boxing world got it out for you because you had clomiphene and you're pissed. The boxing world got it out for you. How do that even make sense, bro? Come on, man. That's what be making me mad. And again, y'all, just to catch y'all up for anybody, the reason I'm bringing this back up again, because this was a recent interview. And like I said, this was from 7 hours ago today. You get what I'm saying? Where he went on this platform, you know what I'm saying? And basically went to bat and put his reputation on the line for this dude. And it's like, it don't matter what you think and what you feel. It's what we know. What we know is he had clomiphene. He had 2 tests that was bad at that. And you still sitting up here talking about what you believe, how you feel, and 5 weeks this, and it's the board that. No, it's you, bro. It's you. It's you. Because if you had it your way, you would have pushed this fight right on through, and you know you would have. And that's the problem that they had with you, bro. You keep on trying to slide the goalposts. Nah, man, they on your back. They on your back. Dude ain't letting you slide, bro. I saw that undercard. So, no, yeah, I appreciate y'all. Much appreciation to all y'all that keeps me informed. Y'all my eyes for me, too, just in case I don't see it. But I seen it, yeah, Monster Anyway. And Cool Boy is postponed because Cool Boy, he hurt his hand. So, postpone mean postpone. I mean, that fight's still going to happen, but just not on May 7th as intended. You know what I'm saying? Votes UK, salute, fan. Appreciate you stopping through. How you feeling? We're going to play some more of this. It ain't that much longer.
The reality is, take away your player contracts, which might be different in football. And now we say it's up to the FA to make their decision. Just like us, the way a fight proceeds. But
they've got legislative powers, Eddie. This one hasn't. This one's funded by you.
No, it's funded by you. It's got the decision to sanction a fight or not. What are you talking about?
On the basis.
On the basis
of information.
Which no one will provide. On the basis of. You're saying to me, right? Oh, how can you proceed with 2 failed tests? No. Why don't you ask the board how they can? No, you haven't. You flitted it around it. The reality is, we get the stress. The board, I don't care about stress. I want to be acknowledged. The board make the decision.
Eddie,
I
want you to answer this straight, Eddie.
I swear I was. I really was looking forward to it.
Can you in any way
be
proud of yourself in the way this entire affair was handled, particularly in fight week?
You've asked that question as well, and I've responded before. I think I made mistakes on a Wednesday. During this process,
some accountability. You made mistakes.
Contractually, everything that we did was done with care and thought.
Yeah, with care and thought, not the right kind of thought. You could keep on trying to explain it. The only thing that is kind of halfway, like not even halfway, just potentially not making you look as bad as because the fight actually didn't happen. You get what I'm saying? But as it stands, you still were proceeding and moving away in which you seemed that you didn't care about the 2 failed drug tests. Again, I'm going to keep saying that's what they grilling him on, but he keep talking about other people. And again, like he finally getting to the point where he said he made mistakes. He said, I made mistakes on a Wednesday. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Bruce, Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Salute to the OG. How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through.
You've asked that question as well, and I've responded before. I think I made mistakes on a Wednesday. During this process, we I keep going on about it, contractually, everything that we did was done with care and thought. I think nobody particularly handled the situation well, but I will say once again, when these tests come through, our governing body, we had conversations with them, and the conversations went something like this. Robert, I know you don't acknowledge VADA. We've been here before, but basically, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And 5 weeks later, they pulled the fight. Now, the other people say about my mistake of backing Conor Benn. I say this, I believe Conor Benn. There has been no benefit to me from a profile way or from perceived integrity position to back Conor Benn. It would have been so easy for me just to cast him aside and say, well, I'm not sure about. I believe the young man. And I've stood.
Do you believe him still?
100%.
Still.
100%. I've sat with him. I've sat with his family.
And this is the thing, man. It's a little annoying, and I don't want to be too redundant on this, right? But again, you keep talking about what you believe. You believe the young man. You sat with him. You sat with him, his father, this, that. That does not change the fact that when he gave piss, It had clomiphene in it. I just can't stress that enough. I don't know why that's not registering with him, it seemed like. It's just not registering with you. Don't matter what you keep saying, what you believe. You believe in a young man. We don't care what you believe. You obviously believe, and we seen he a fighter, right? The way you was going about it. You talking about it'd be easy for you to cast him away. Nobody's asking you to cast him away. People are simply asking you to hold him accountable for the failed test. That's what they're asking. Nobody's asking you to cast the man away and give up on him and do all. Nobody's asking any of that. Bro just want clean boxing. They want the man that have to deal with his situation. It's consequences that come with pissing hot. Is it not? Like, you get what I'm saying? So that's what you did. Now, how you got it in there, that's a story in and of itself. But that's not for us to have to figure out. You know what I'm saying? That's for you to figure out to make sure it don't happen again. But as it stands, it still was in there. So it needs to be some type of punishment on your side of things. And it is not. Instead, they continuously talking about putting you in fights, whether it be a Pacquiao or a Eubank or whoever they trying to put you in there with. It's fishy, bro. It's foul. That's not the way to move, man.
It would have been so easy for me just to cast him aside and say, well,
nobody wants him to cast him aside.
I believe the young man. And I've stood.
Do you believe him still?
100%.
Still.
100%. I've sat with him. I've sat with his family. And by the way, no one can criticize me for that. Because let me tell you, it would have been so easy.
Nobody can criticize you for that. Yes, sir, they could.
You're the only person who loves the sound of his own voice more than me.
I don't know about that.
Well, it's true. But what I'm saying, Simon, is I've chosen to back this young man. I've taken flack. I've taken criticism. People have told me, don't do it.
And you're going to take flack and criticism.
You can't get over it now.
No.
You backing the dude that just failed 2 tests because you keep talking about what you feel and think.
I've done it because I believe
he keep talking about what he feel and what he think off a guy that had two hot tests when we could talk about what we can prove and what we know. That's the difference. What he think and what he feel don't matter. He just won't get it. All right, man. We well safe this talk. This man really sat up here and said nobody could criticize him for that. Is he dumb? You out his damn mind. You out your rabbit ass mind. You damn. Yes, we could criticize you, and we gonna do it. You sound bogus. Starting to question if you are even good for boxing with this train of thought. And like I said, I don't know. I ain't gonna make no video about it because I ain't got enough solid evidence to back it. But I'm hearing this ain't the only guy that's over there testing positive. I'm hearing this a nice percentage of his fighters, an alarming percentage of his fighters. I'm telling you, man, it's a rabbit hole when it comes to this stuff, man. These PEDs out of control, man. Something need to be done. Like I said, you got Michelle Rivera getting 6 months and a 10K fine. How you get off the hook? Instead, he get rewarded by keep talking about what kind of fight you can put him in. Put his ass on suspension where he deserved to be, bro. D-Man, my bro, appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? Take care of the thought of his own pockets. You get what I'm saying? Trying to line your pockets. Talking about nobody can criticize you. Yeah, we gonna criticize you, Eddie. You sound crazy. We ain't saying cast your man to the side and don't back him no more. But in this situation, this ain't the type of backing. This ain't the right kind of backing. This is the backing that's going to get you criticized, scrutinized, as you call it, and whatever else you saying. This is why people will come at you. Acting like this stuff is like people are picking on y'all something. Personal attacks. It ain't no personal attack. About the physical changes in his anatomy over the past couple years, head and body. And in fact, Stormy, once your head get bigger, good luck trying to explain to people that it's natural, bro. Good luck trying to explain to people that it's natural when your head get bigger and you buying beers to cover it up. Come on, man. You in the picture. You every time you turn around, you definitely post your little workouts and stuff in the gym. You be intense. You be going hard, but you stay in that mirror like a bodybuilder, bro. That makes me think a little bit. You want to show your physique and your body off every chance you get. Like you get what I'm saying? Makes me wonder, man. Makes me go, You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, undercard is starting to look bad, man. The stuff I be hearing, man, I'm gonna start questioning if you even good for the sport, bro. You just keep it up, bro. Keep it up. Salute to Talk Sport Boxing because they grilled the hell out of this dude and they did it intelligently and he deserved every bit of it. He needed to get grilled like this. They ain't let this man off the hook and they ain't let him off the hook how CONOR essentially is being left off the hook. Get what I'm saying?
You're the only person who loves the sound of his own voice more than me.
I don't know about that.
Well, it's true. But what I'm
You
saying,
know what I'm saying?
Simon,
It's starting to
is
seem
I've
like it
chosen
at this point,
to
Fate.
back this young man. I've taken flack. I've taken criticism.
Gonna take
People have told
flack.
me, don't do it. Distance yourself from it.
Is that because you can't get out of it now?
No, mate, it would be easy for me to get out of it. I've done it because I believe in Jim. I've done it because I believe in the young
Did
man.
you
Bro,
want
talking about what
to
you
speak
believe
to
again,
Piers
y'all.
Morgan and talk TV?
No, I've not given Conor Ben.
Did you know he was going to do that?
Yes, I was made aware on the day that it was coming out. I've not
On the day?
Yep, I've not given Conor Ben one piece of advice from a media perspective, from a legal perspective, or anything. One thing I stand by is I've had this young kid in my office 3 dozen times. I've had his dad in my office. I've had Tony Sims in his office, and I believe him. And I stand by that.
Conor
What
Ben-
we're going to do at the
Conor
moment,
Ben's
guys,
Talking about what
lawyers
he believed when we
issue
can
a
say
cease and
what we
desist
know.
against the British
Not
Boxing
that I've
Board
heard.
Control. Well, I'm pretty sure that they did.
And you said you were putting pressure on the board.
Let's pay that back from you. Right? But the one question that you started this conversation with is what I would do in comparison to what you would do. And that's where the argument started.
Right,
That's
I'll
where
tell
we're
you what.
different.
We will hear what you would have done when we come back after
Yeah,
this.
man. That was a good build right there, man. That was most certainly a good build, man. And like I said, they was on this boy helmet, man. They was on Eddie Hearn helmet, man. And he got some more, man. We're gonna play some more of this stuff too, just to let you know what type of man you dealing with when in terms of Eddie Hearn. And it seemed like he was willing to go through some extreme lengths to still get this man to fight that he definitely wouldn't deserve because his piss wasn't clean. Get what I'm saying? So I said if the EJ fight presents itself, he'll do it. Yeah, I heard the little whispers about that too. Fate, Mike Biggs, boxing, my bro. What's good with it? How you feeling, bro? We appreciate you pulling up like that because they understand business and personal, right? Get what I'm saying? Right, Fate, right. But this guy, man. I'm gonna play a little more of this. I like that. Yeah. Facts though, Fate.
The squabbling here because Eddie,
catch
am I
weight.
right?
Rupert, what you want?
Simon,
14 and a half.
Oh,
am I right?
Oh, good.
You're going to stay
Are you
until
bigger?
12:30.
17,
You're going to
right?
stay until 12:30.
Whatever you want to use me and abuse me for, Jim, I'm here.
No, but you're giving us figures, mate, aren't you?
Like
True.
using and
No, not
abusing
really.
him.
Oh,
They
come
holding
on.
his
Not
feet to
really,
the flame, and he don't
Well,
like
we're
it.
going to do the other
Listen.
side at 12 noon. We're going to talk about
Keep you in a
AJ.
job.
You need to go look at your contract.
Keep
Yeah,
you in a job.
can I
Keep
get
you
a
in a
word
job.
in? The other side at 12 noon, we're going to talk about AJ, your fighter, fighting Franklin. Where is AJ now? We're also going to talk about Fury Usyk. Because
Well,
I know
yeah,
you've got a few
actually,
things
yeah.
you want to say on that.
Remarkably, I agree
I
with
want
Mr.
to round
Jordan
this
on
off.
that.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. We find
Simon,
the
I
calls.
want to round off this Conor Ben thing. Wada, who
Just
did
gonna
this, who did
listen
what.
to this last bit and
Conor
talk
Ben,
about Conor Ben.
without you knowing until the day of the interview, you've conceded.
Film it,
Did an interview with Piers Morgan on Talk TV. And he said, look, he said he's got a dossier that completely proves his innocence. So then Piers Morgan moved in and said, all right, why not release the dossier?
I still don't think that proves my innocence at all. I've just been cleared by the organisation the testing which I failed.
I don't understand why you wouldn't want to counter that agenda by making public this dossier.
Because I don't know what it is they got informed.
Another known side effect of PD use is increased obsessive compulsive nature, unfit for a sport like boxing. Facts. All facts, Stormy. You know what I mean? And again, we wouldn't be here if we didn't have a test to back it up. So all this, personal attack stuff is none of that. We just real people that love the sport and a clean sport because we know what can happen with people even when they're clean in this sport. And I'm going there with it because I don't want to hear about something else happening to somebody. You know what I mean? Because of the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? That's bound to happen again at some point, unfortunately, anyway, because that's the nature of the sport. But when you got a guy in any way, shape, or form adding, with an unfair advantage and not fighting on a level playing field, we can't rock with it. And I'm always stand on it. I have no problem talking about this. You know what I'm saying? And again, reason I'm talking about it again today, because this interview, this sit down came from today, from Eddie Hearn.
I don't know what vendetta it is.
Yeah, but it's like saying you're accused of killing someone.
Okay, but I've been proven innocent by the authorities that run that test.
I wouldn't say you've been proven innocent. They just couldn't.
Well, just give me the clear. They said
They said there's no conclusive evidence. Just to be clear, exactly what they said, right? It's not an absolutely unequivocal. You're definitely innocent.
Now, Piers Morgan had a point, Eddie, did he not? You've got this dossier that proves your innocence. Let's have a look at it.
I agree. I think, to be honest with you, I think there's a lot that happened around disciplinary charges, not in relation to the testing.
Yeah, but hang on, Eddie. You're his promoter. Why doesn't Conor produce this dossier?
Because at the moment, he's in a legal position with the British Boxing Board of Control. I agree with you, and I agree with Simon, and it's very important to me, regardless of what you think, that Conor Benn fights in this country again. The only way that's going to happen is if ego is dropped from both sides, and Conor is...
Eddie, you've got a situation, mate, where you've got a fighter at this moment in time that's failed drugs test, right? And all I hear from you is how you're going to get him fighting again.
Yeah.
How he must get out fighting. Surely to Christ, he must get himself cleared and in a position. Okay. Right, and what you're doing is you're diminishing the argument about how important drugs are in the system of this sport by suggesting that the most important thing he needs to do is get out and fight.
No, I think
that's outrageous.
He hasn't fought for a year. He's gone through this process with the WBC, who are in charge of that
testing
how long
process. He fought.
They've cleared him. They've reinstated him in the rankings. He's clear to fight in any jurisdiction in the world other than in the UK. I completely agree with you. Yep. I want Conor Benn to get with the British Boxing Board of Control to go through this process. I want him to resume his career.
Why is he not doing that?
Because at the moment he has a legal situation with the board. He doesn't want to deal with the board. They tried to slap $100 grand fine on him.
I'm going to simplify this before we leave the
somebody need to slap a fine. He talking about what he don't want to deal with. We don't want to deal with cheaters in the sport. What we talking about? This is what I mean. Like, it's not one way. You want to talk about what he don't want to do. We wanted to see a fight. We didn't want to see a fight called off because somebody had clomiphene in their system. Since we talking about what we wanted and what we don't want, we didn't want a fight called off because somebody was cheating. That's what we don't want, drugs in the sport. That's what we don't want, since we talking about what we don't want. Hey, man, it doesn't go one way. What about what the people want? People wanted to fight that day. Did they get it? Oh, man, since we talking about what we want and what we don't want. Man. The way they handled the situation was weak to me. It was weak. It was weak, and it's gonna always be weak. I'm not accepting that he had 34 eggs. And when you got a guy being as honest as Frank Warren was saying that, clomiphene is banned from being used in poultry farming, meaning that he ain't got no eggs from where he from that's gonna have clomiphene in it. Therefore, maybe he had to possibly import some eggs of some sort. Like, just think about that. And if you're doing that, then you obviously doing something wrong. But no self-accountability whatsoever. And Eddie get to sit up here and talk about how you believe him and you want to still see him fight. And this is why dude getting on your ass, because the only thing you seem like you care about is him getting on and fighting. You should say he need to get this situation squared away so he can resume fighting first. Now he just need to get it on and get him a fight because he been out the ring a year. Don't nobody give a damn if he be out the ring two more years. If we don't know if he clean or not, and I mean that. And I don't call for nobody job, but I'm enough of this. Enough of it, bro. That's what need to happen. Some type of penalty, bro. You already been out. You might as well have took a 6-month suspension, fool. Goofy, man. Goofy. You would have been getting it over with. I don't understand. I really don't understand the spoiled brat mentality that this dude got.
Him to resume his career in this.
So why is he not doing that?
Because at the moment he has a legal situation with the board. He doesn't want to deal with the board. They tried to slap $100 grand fine on him.
I'm going to simplify this before we leave the Conor Benn situation.
One second. And I'm not saying to you it's correct. Right? I'm not sitting here
saying...
So
what are you saying?
Said on the Piers Morgan interview, which, by the way, I thought was a dreadful thing for him to have done, right? But the bottom line is that even his own father said he should face the British Boxing Board of Control. He's got a legal issue with them because they slapped $100 grand fine on him because he won't cooperate with the request for them to be able to adjudicate. No. Well, that's what the British Boxing Board of Control say. And with that in mind,
he's still talking about no, it's not.
I think he doesn't want to sit in front of, and I want Conor Benn not to be guilty. I've always wanted him to not to be guilty. I think he's a super kid. I hated the fight. I thought it was a legacy fight that makes you and those around you a lot of money. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the state of Chris Eubank when he shredded to get down to that weight. And I'm not even going to bring his own father into it, right? And the rantings and the discreditation that other people try to do with him. But the bottom line is the reason why he doesn't want to get in front of the British Boxing Board of Control is the one terminology that no one likes, which is strict liability.
Strict liability, unless proven otherwise.
And the WBC is a building block for smart-ass lawyers to try and find a way around it, and you know it is.
He's not going to fight you again.
He's oven that testing. Ultimately, what he did,
that other people tried to do with him.
Facts. This dude trying to get out of dealing with it. You don't want to be held accountable in no way, shape, or form. You talking about because he don't want to face him. That looked like guilt to me. What are you talking about? This is what pisses me off. The more y'all sit there and talk about how you believe him and this and that, he didn't do nothing wrong. Why wouldn't he want to fake? Get it over with. Go face it. Deal with your situation like a man and stop whining. Making it seem like the world got it out for you. People was genuinely rooting for you, dude. Get this situation squared away and put it behind you. Simple and plain. I don't understand the dude. But you want to carry it and be a spoiled brat. Come on, man. We don't. Then that's how people can't level with you. People don't feel for you. I don't get it, man. Cheating ain't it, bro. Ain't it. It's a lot of other things to be doing, man. But cheating ain't one of them. PEDs ain't one of them. Coming up with no bogus 34 tainted egg story is bogus, man. That ain't one of them, man.
Yeah. But the bottom line is the reason why he doesn't want to get in front of the British Boxing Board of Control is the one terminology that no one likes, which is strict liability.
Right.
Strict liability, unless proven otherwise.
And the WBC is a building block for smart-ass lawyers to try and find a way around it, and you know it is.
He's not going to fight you
Right.
again, Eddie, is govern that testing. Ultimately, what he did was he went to the people.
But they've got no relevance, have they?
But Simon, you can't ignore the fact that it's the testing program. He had to go through that process.
And you can't ignore the fact that UCAD has to respond, and any fighter that signs up to UK, or any fighter that's licensed, which he was at the time. He's always licensed up now, but at the time he was licensed.
Didn't renew it.
Okay, didn't renew it then. Any fighter that's got a British Boxing Board license, has to accept the fact that the moment an adverse finding is done, whether it's a private laboratory and a WADA approved private laboratory, UCAD get jurisdiction, and that's a fact.
Okay.
And that's a fact.
Then what?
And it's also a fact that there are other contracts that you've got in place that enable you to take fighters out of it without the sanction body.
And it's not a fact. And it's not a fact.
He on his
regarding
back.
precedents
Getting,
around
man.
VADA and UK testing.
Precedent changes with new law.
Let me throw this at you,
There's
Eddie.
no new law in the rules of the British
Such is the reputational damage on Conor Benn.
Right.
We're not going to see him fight in this country again, are we?
Yeah, absolutely. You are. He has to fight in this country. I mean, I don't want him to continue his career fighting just around the world. There's massive. Look, you've got every fighter.
What the hell? Hold on. We got to run that back. What did Eddie just say? Hold on. We got to hear this again.
We're not going to see him fight in this country again, are we?
Yeah, absolutely. You are. He has to fight in this country. I mean, I don't want him to continue his career fighting just around the world. There's massive. Look, you've got every fighter.
One more time, y'all.
We're not going to see him fight in this country again, are we?
Yeah, absolutely. You are. He has to fight in this country. I mean, I don't want him to continue his career fighting just around the world. There's massive.
He don't want him to continue his career just fighting around the world. It ain't like he been doing that anyway. What are you talking about? Again, you sound stupid. You don't want him to just continue his career fighting around the world. I ain't never heard nothing sound so stupid in my life, man. That don't mean he can never fight where he at again, but really, that is one of the problems too. He only fighting from where he at. Well, this dude, man, this dude is weird, man. You don't want him to spend the rest of his career just fighting around the world. They're a massive man.
Look, you've got every fighter under the sun.
Sticks, Eddie. You ask fight fans down the stairs at London Bridge, is he innocent or guilty? You know what you're going to get back.
And that's what he has to live with. Whether he's played it badly, which he has at times, but he's played it real.
But you're doing him a disservice.
No, I'm not doing him a disservice.
You want him to.
If he played it badly, then why? How is it playing it badly being real? I can't that those two things don't make sense to me. You get what I'm saying? Playing it badly wouldn't be playing it real. Playing it real will be dealing with your situation head on and stop ducking and trying to use your people to get you up out of it. That's playing that you're not handling it real, in my opinion. You're not handling it real. It don't sound real to me at all, bro. Sound like you trying to allow people to get you to weasel out of a situation that you don't want to deal with as a man and as a fighter, but you want to continue fighting, and you think somebody's supposed to care about who you could be potentially fighting again or next, and we don't even know for sure if you even clean. Because they obviously ain't did nothing to you. They look like they trying to just let you ride. I mean, the WBC got you ranked at number 7. Here they is talking about Pacquiao fights, Chris Eubank possibilities again. Like, what's going on? Then you think anybody could back that? Nobody can back that, bro. Nobody's backing that, and nobody's backing you for it.
Manny Pacquiao, you want him to fight Kell Brooklyn somewhere else?
Absolutely. Listen, at the end of the day, it's been a year since he's fought. It's nearly a year since the test coming up in a couple of months. I've got every fighter under the sun.
Then he should have accepted a
Why has
suspension,
it
bro.
been a year? He's had 6 months to sit in front of the British Boxing Board of Control. He refuses to. His answer
Right.
to the British Boxing Board of Control, and I know you won't condone this, is the reason why I won't sit in front of us is because they can do one.
No, well, that's not.
That's not a
the reason he
debate.
doesn't want to is because of the way that he was treated in the initial process.
That's
He
garbage,
But
believes.
you're going to
bro.
exacerbate it. You're going to condone it by saying I'm going to get him out.
No,
That's a garbage answer, yo. That's garbage, yo. Because they can do one. So now they're gonna do you dirty. You get what I'm saying? Now they're gonna do you dirty. Now all of a sudden they're gonna do one. All right, bro. Whatever, man. Rose UK said the Sims gym with Conor trains is the most shady gym over here. Sims family and the Hearns are all in with each other. Wives, husband, kids, all doing business. Wow, man. Appreciate that votes. That's crazy. And you just keeping it a bean. You get what I'm saying? And that's all we saying with this, man. This is like, I don't know. This is a disgusting attempt to ride with your man. Like, and I understand that you know, listen, I appreciate the loyalty, right? But at what cost, though? You put your reputation on the line for a test that we know undeniably two tests that was positive with Comaphene, and you putting your reputation on the line for that. So your loyalty, you gonna ride with him to what cost, though? To what cost? And this is, you wonder why people feel as though the reason you going this hard is because you put money into this dude. Get what I'm saying? So it's just not a good look, man. And I'm glad these dudes grilled him on it, and that's what
I'm going to get him out. I'm going to get him
together.
a big fight against Manny Pacquiao.
I'm going to get him
What you
together.
should be doing is using your positive influence as a blue chip promoter, saying you don't fight until you deal with these
No,
guys.
I won't be
Right.
doing that. But what I will be
You
doing
won't
is
bully
I
him.
want you to get in front of the British Boxing Board of Control.
Oh, after you've been paid and got fights in the fight centre.
Because
you should be
ultimately-
making him do it properly.
No, look, he's got options to fight in many different
Created by
jurisdictions.
you.
No, not at all. Created by
You're his
everybody.
promoter.
You think Kell Brook? You think I spoke to Kell Brook and say, oh, call him out all day on social media?
No.
Manny Pacquiao,
No, that's
every
right.
day,
You're gonna-
bombarding me
wait,
for
who's going to write the
fights.
check?
It depends where the fight is.
You.
Depends where the fight is.
But you're going to write the check, or you're going to be involved in the check
But
being
he
written.
is now being
The stuff
cleared
he's saying
by the
is so
WBC.
irrelevant. It
No,
don't
he
make no
hasn't.
Yes,
sense,
he
bro.
has.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he
no,
has.
he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
He's been given mitigating
No,
circumstances.
He's
That's
been
not the same as being
reinstated
cleared.
and he's been cleared to fight.
He
again.
hasn't been cleared,
Yes,
Eddie.
he
Let's finish
Hasn't been
off.
exonerated.
He's been cleared to
Mitigating
fight.
circumstances.
Let's finish this off.
Mhm.
In a sentence, Eddie. Convince the biggest skeptic out there in a sentence. Conor BENN. Innocent or guilty?
I think, from what he just said 2 minutes ago, I think he thinks he's innocent in respect of particularly knowingly ingesting substances to improve his performance.
But guess what happens then?
No.
Still gets banned.
Yes, and actually, subject to proving that contamination.
Intent.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, fair
Okay.
enough. Fair
But
enough.
I think,
Okay, Conor, prove it.
but what
Prove
I'm
it.
saying is,
Away you go, son.
Yeah.
Prove it.
Prove it.
I agree.
And you should be leading him by the nose, not making
I
fights
will.
for him.
So are you going
Right.
to lead him forward then?
100%.
Proving his innocence.
He has to sit down, in
After
my
he's
opinion,
made
with the British
So we
Boxing
can
Board of
count on
Control.
you, Eddie.
Yeah,
You're going to be front and
I can't
centre.
make the decision for Conor BENN.
But you
Of
can
helping
but you can
prove
make
his
fights for him,
innocence.
though, can't you?
Yeah, and
So
I
you-
can't make the
So
decision.
then you
for him.
remove the obligation upon him. If there's a pressure down on him to not be able to fight, and he has to get in front of the British Boxing Board of Control under your direction, and you refuse to promote him until he does it, he'll be in front of
I
him.
refuse to promote him in this country.
'Cause you
Absolutely.
can't.
Yes, I can. I can go with another governing body.
Oh, well done you.
Which is
what you
I would
wanted to
never
do when you tried to get around it last
Absolutely
time.
no.
All
Right.
Never, ever,
Okay.
He
ever.
on his
One
back.
second now,
Listen
one
to
second.
what he's saying.
One second.
He could have went
I
with
would
another.
never,
He could go with
ever,
another governing
ever
body.
use another jurisdiction
Good.
in this country other than the British Boxing Board of Control. Even though I feel like they handled this terribly. I would never,
Agents
ever.
are bested by you and Conor.
No?
You're going to play a big part, Eddie, in proving Conor's innocence before he fights again.
Yeah, I mean,
Before he fights again.
ultimately, he's been cleared to fight again. Not in this country yet.
Before
until
he
sits
fights,
down.
regardless of when it
He
is.
will fight in June. Whether that takes place after or before a meeting with the British
Listen
Boxing
to
Board,
him,
You're
yeah.
morally wrong
we'll
to do
find
it.
out. No,
You're
not
morally
at
wrong
all.
to do it.
Because
Yes,
Simon,
you are.
you know what?
You are.
How can you
You
be
are.
morally wrong when I believe in him and I believe he's innocent?
So
And
this
he's
is
cleared
the
to
Don't
fight.
matter what
I
you
believe
believe.
it's Charles
The
Soon.
tests
Yeah.
are
We
out.
will talk Anthony Joshua. We will talk Tyson Fury in the next half hour.
This dude is goofy, man. This dude is goofy, y'all. That was a great job by Simon and company, man. It's Talk Sport Boxing, man. They did a great job grilling Eddie Hearn on this, man. They asked him the questions and they grilled him in a way that most guys don't grill people, man. And I could appreciate they raw approach with this dude and just being straightforward with him and pretty much trying to make him stand on business. You know what I'm saying? And all he did was kind of deflect. It's no accountability there. and y'all keep talking. He keep talking about what he feel, and he didn't knowingly ingest anything. And we get that. We understand that part. We get it. But at the same time, do that change the fact that the tests were positive? If that was anybody else, would they be in trouble? They absolutely would be. Michelle Rivera said the same thing. He didn't knowingly ingest anything. And he didn't have PEDs. He had diuretics. And he still suspended 6 months and a $10K fine, which is something, even at the bare minimum, he should have gotten something. And the fact that they didn't give him anything and they just let him ride, it says a lot. It says a lot about the WBC, because they're the main ones and the culprits trying to get this dude cleared and putting him back in the rankings without even him clearing his name. So I just don't see why anybody would really truly be interested in a guy that you don't even know is clean, and he essentially just cheated the system. And I don't care what he say. I ain't saying you knowingly did it, but at the end of the day, the fact that you don't even have any accountability for something you put in your body, the only thing you're gonna say is you had about 34 eggs, I guess tainted eggs. Where you get those eggs from? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I just wanted to touch on that because this was from today. Eddie Hearn was grilled the right way, and they asked a lot of the right questions. Now, I don't know what that would result to, but I mean, that don't look good on Eddie Hearn's behalf to openly put his reputation on the line for a guy that is, test positive for clomiphene. It's crazy to me. Kind of cheated the system, right? And Eddie helped him do it. You know what I'm saying? Eddie helping him do it. And that's why he run around with this, you hear with Eddie, they saying some of the same things. He felt like the boxing world got it out for him. He said he don't want to go in front of the British border control because they could do one on him. And then you got Eddie Hearn in here talking about, dude is mad at them and not the British border control, and it seemed like a personal attack on them. It's not a personal attack, but he is grilling you because you are the facilitator behind a guy that popped dirty, and that's just what it is, bro. You can say what you want. The fact remains is your man cheated, bro. All I see is the UK fans will mainly ride with their fighter, even at these kind of incidents. They keep winning. That's crazy. You think EJ going to announce Thurman fight? I'm thinking something coming soon, man. Something coming soon from EJ, because the reason I had him in the thumbnail, we all know, he said he want to apologize for his inactivity and things like that. He said hopefully it makes sense. He said hopefully it makes sense in a couple of weeks. So that sound like, to me, like you're going to have some type of announcement. I'm going to try to get the tweet real quick and pull it up. I know I like to let y'all see the visuals of what we be talking about. And EJ is a man of few words, but when he speak, a lot of people usually take note to it. And here this tweet is. I'm going to get in a second. D Free, my brother. What's good with it, D Free? Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? Smith is going to his agent, so it better be. But if Canelo can beat on him, BETERBIEV definitely can. Right, we're going to talk about that too, because Eddie Hearn has something interesting to say about that pick as well, as to who he felt like would win. I'm going to play that little clip too from Eddie. Eddie's a hot topic over here right now today, man. He's been doing a lot of chit-chatting, bro. Doing a lot of talking. That damn Eddie Hearn. And again, man, I just anyway dashed out. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's cool boy they saying he got the injury, Johnny Q, to the hand. So I hope we can get a date, like when they postpone it real soon. I really do. That would be dope. I really want to see that fight. I do, man. And I already can hear it now. People going to start questioning the injury. Just watch. Just give it some time. People going to start acting like he ain't really hurt. Show us proof. Watch. Just give it a little bit of time. The boxing world is crazy sometimes, y'all. I swear, man. You pull up this tweet, man. Pull up this tweet one time. take this off here. Still listening, bro. Yeah, I already know. Salute to you, A1 and them babies over there, man. Riley R, salute, fan. They move anyway because of Canelo fighting on that day, possible. Salute, Riley R. Appreciate you pulling up, fam. Y'all punch the like button one time if y'all haven't, man. And sub to the channel if you're new. We're going to keep rocking. But yeah, there go the little quick tweet right there from EJ, man. You know, he said he don't apologize for his inactivity. He said hopefully it makes sense in a few weeks. You know what I mean? So my guess is it's going to be some type of announcement going on in a couple of weeks. That's the only thing I could speculate that I think is fair to say. Because why else would his inactivity make sense in a couple of weeks? Now, the even bigger question is who the announcement is going to be and what took the announcement so long to begin with, especially if it's somebody like Keith Thurman, which people keep speculating that, you know, that it's Keith Thurman for obvious reasons. But I just don't know. I mean, you know, stuff been a little quiet, especially on his behalf. So something had to be going on in terms of business. You get what I'm saying? It had to be some type of business going on behind the scenes. And like I said, the only thing I can make out of this tweet is him saying he don't apologize for the inactivity. It's like I'm inactive, but it'll make sense in a couple of weeks, in a sense, right? That's what it seemed like. I was inactive, but hopefully it'll make sense in a couple of weeks. Like, hopefully y'all will understand why I've been inactive when I announced this fight. You get what I'm saying? So it's like part of me feel like it's not Thurman because of that, because I don't know if that necessarily would make sense in a couple of weeks. Or maybe that's why he put hopefully. You get what I'm saying? So who knows? Hopefully could mean maybe he's hopeful to get make a certain fight. Who knows? Like, it's just speculation at this point. But, you know, it is what it is. A few weeks. So a few weeks from today. So maybe we'll have an EJ announcement with an opponent attached to that. Because I don't see no other announcement that he can make that would make sense. You get what I'm saying? So in a few weeks. So it's got to be something pertaining to him and who he's going to fight. But the big question, like I said, is who's that person? Who is it that he's going to fight? We just don't know. Now, like I said, they throwing Keith Thurman around, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But that's that for EJ. But you know, I don't know if y'all was aware. Bomac had did a little interview and he spoke on. He gave some validity to Terrence Crawford opponents, right? Did an interview. I think it was Boxing News 24. I think he did it with, and he spoke about a couple of opponents for Terrence Crawford, and he mentioned Rocha and Spence. You know what I'm saying? Now, my problem with that is, you know, as it pertains to Spence, if Spence make an announcement within a few weeks, it's like, what's the likelihood of it being Crawford if Crawford is fighting Rocha, right? So I guess that kind of leaves Keith Thurman in a sense, right? So I don't know if that's where he's going with it in a couple weeks, but if so, just know we've been chopped it up. Remember when I dropped that live a couple months back talking about Keith Thurman having a contract to fight Errol Spence at 154? That was straight out of the horse's mouth. I was trying to tell people that's how I got the information. So, and at the time he was saying that he was going to sign his part of the contract, and he don't know if Spence going to sign his, but he definitely going to sign his portion. So maybe that is the fight. You know what I'm saying? J.A. Dixon, salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? So maybe, man, maybe. You just don't know. You just don't know what it is and what to think as it pertains to Spence and who he going to announce as a next possible opponent. But guess we just going to have to wait a few weeks and see where he go from there. Like I said, when you got Bomac saying that, you know, the potential fights for Crawford, and he trying to get Crawford to fight twice in 2023, and he's saying Rocha, he says Spence. Now, I don't know if anything heated up or any more talks been going on behind the scenes. Some have speculated that that's what's going on. I'm not sure. I don't know if I don't know what's going on. I just know things got a little quiet, especially as it pertains to EJ. So you just never know what he got cooking up over there. Hopefully it's not Pacquiao. Yeah, right, Jay, right. Because that's going to be like, you know, You already know what that's hitting for, man. He gonna beat the hell out of Pacquiao if that's even remotely a possibility. But it's like when he say, I don't know, that hopefully it makes sense. Is like, is he hoping that if it's Keith Thurman, it'll make sense to us? But that's the whole thing. Like, it took so long to get here and to get an announcement that you literally going back on another, like a not layoff, but you know what I mean? You headed toward another layoff type deal. You ain't fought since what, April, right? April last year. So just think, man. April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, you damn near going on another year again, another year layoff. So, and I don't know about y'all. I particularly are getting a little tired of saying I don't want to keep seeing Spence coming off layoffs to fights. Now I know he a dog and a big fish and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to see, especially for a guy that been through what he been through, and you only getting older, right? I want to see the guy active as much as possible so we could see the best possible Errol Spence. I want to see a guy just have to keep coming off layoffs and having to bank on just being a bigger, better man every time. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm not hopeful for. You know what I'm saying? So just don't know what to think of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if it's Keith Thurman, why did y'all take so long to get to this point? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I hope whatever announcement it is, it do make sense, like he said. Better not be no damn Pacquiao. Yeah, I'll be a little annoyed. I ain't gonna lie, A1. I'll be a little annoyed because I don't think Pacquiao stand a shot at doing nothing with no EJ right now. You know what I'm saying? I think EJ would have beat him back then when they were scheduled to fight before the retina situation. And I damn sure think now he'll beat him. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think he'll beat him now. So, Frosty Sports TV, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. So yeah, man, I don't know. I just don't know, man. But a Pacquiao announcement won't excite us. A Keith Thurman fight won't excite us, and it won't. The reason why it really wouldn't make sense for us now is because, like I said, the time frame in which it took for him to go ahead and just make that fight. Why the hell it took so long? If that's what it is, you get what I'm saying? Homie was hurt, so his greatness. These layoffs really kills momentum. This is what I'm saying, Jay. And I know he a dog, right? We all know that, right? We know he a dog, but my thing is why we got to keep seeing him in layoffs, though. I want to see him active and fresh when he at his best. EJ would have whooped him when he fought for it. Man, I'm telling you, man. EJ would have beat his ass still. He said Conor BENN versus Keith. Man. Put Keith Thurman in there with him. I wonder. Theories, but who has destroyed Pacquiao face? Imagine EJ landing them shots to the head and body. His ass gonna be a cripple even out that ring. Yeah, A1. Facts though. Some triangle theories do apply. You know what I mean? Some of them do. And in that case, like, yeah, man, you see. My boys, Ghost, what's good with it, Ghost? Appreciate you stopping through. He said my boy Carlos Adames just called out Jamal B. Class Charlie once again. He said, I'm ready when you are. Going to show you what real boxing is. I like that. I like Adames' energy, bro. I like Carlos Adames. And Billy got a good fight coming up, right? Yeah, he fighting, what is his name? Is it Carlos Gongora? I believe Christian and Billy got a good fight coming up. But yeah, look, man, I like Carlos Adames' energy. I just, I know J-Rock gonna have a tough night in the office when they fight, man. That's gonna be a tough fight for him. And Billy, think he about to sleep Gongora, I believe is his name is, something like that, in Canada. Benavidez, that's tough. Something like that. He said, let me pull it up real quick. Man, 23-0, Christian Mbilli, 23-0, 20 knockouts, 5'8.5", 72-inch reach. Kind of got some reach on him to be a shorter guy. Super middleweight. It's crazy at 5'8", super middleweight. Yeah, he fighting Carlos Gongora. Yeah, this dude got one loss that he fighting. This should be a good fight, bro. Gongora 21-1 with 16 KOs. He lost to LaRon Richards, who was undefeated by split decision. That's his only loss. Yeah, Gongora, the one that chipped my man Chris Pearson, man. Gongora is the one that put hands on Chris Pearson. Chris Pearson was my guy, man. I don't know where he been at. I don't know what happened. Bro, that stamina, that's crazy mix. Yeah, dude is a tank, man. For real. Yeah, he a real challenge, bro. I know Gongora. Like I say, he beat my boy Chris Pearson up, man. But I think Christian and Billy going. It should be a good fight competitively, because Carlos Gongora can fight. But if Billy could sleep him, it would be impressive. I ain't gonna lie to you. If Carlos Gongora, he robbed that brother. He's supposed to be 22-0. Because the dad was damn close on them cards. Salute to my baby girl, my queen, Miss Just Do. How you feeling, baby girl? I'm sorry I'm late, man. You're better late than never. You're never late, always on time. Salute to my baby girl. Appreciate you stopping through. Don't work too hard over there. And Billy's super middle. They should make Morrell versus Billy soon. Man, Ghost, who you got? And Billy versus Morrell. And Billy versus Morrell, Ghost, who you got? Who you got? Yeah, I know you don't like that matchup, dude. Yeah, but he a dangerous dude. I just want to see more of him. So more people need to know who Christian and Billy is. So I think this would be a good fight for him coming up. You know what I'm saying? African and Cuban fighters, they fight it there, walk around. Yeah, he chiseled dude, he be ripped up, man. I can send my wild punch to the film Saturday. I feel you, my boy Frosty. He said, man, your man David coming to plant some flowers, huh? When they put my boys against each other, making Bailey versus Benavidez. Benavidez is the one he next for. Hey, let's see it though, Ghost. Let's see it, Ghost. I'm with it. Let's see it. But salute to Christian and Billy. Like I say, he got a fight coming up. But another fight that's coming up to Woodworks, my people, that I got up here. And I know y'all hip. I know y'all gotta be hip. How y'all feeling about this Lamont Roach? This Lamont Roach and Hector Garcia fight. I like this fight, man. I think this is going to be a good fight, man. We follow rankings and Billy earned the Benavidez fight 3 fights ago. Someone's team wasn't no real work. We're going to see, Ghost, because he there, man. Let's see what they can make shape. But, yeah, man, we got this Christian and Billy. We got this Hector Garcia versus this Lamont Roach. Mandatory title fight ordered by the WBA, my people. This is going to be a very good fight. I don't know if y'all familiar with Lamont Roach, but if y'all not, y'all go see about that man. Go look him up, man. Lamont Roach is a good fighter. That should be a damn good fight right there. Salute to my Brody BC, putting that color in the chat, man. You, the Miss, and Baby Duke, bros. Hey, much love, much appreciation for that support. AB, talk to me, man. AB, where you at?
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my Brody BC, man. Much love for that. For the support, famo. Hector not losing to anyone other than Foster at 130. I mean, how good of a fight you think this is going to be, Ghost? Because I think this is going to be a good fight, though. At 130, right, Flossie, this at 130. So people was in talking mess about my key. Nah, we ain't nah, key on chill today. We ain't on him. Hector too good. The man was clear out by some things, just unlucky. His chin out GGG. People been sleeping on Hector Garcia for years. He's number 2 at 130, no doubt. Yeah, he put together some good rounds on Tank for sure. He put together some good rounds. I mean, he can box for sure. He do got the, you know what I mean? He got good timing. Good timing, good punch placement, good punch selection too. Got good reaction time, you know what I'm saying? I like Hector Garcia. He can fight, you know what I'm saying? MJ also got a fight coming up. MJ just won mandatories, Fate at this point, and it's some sucker type energy because he don't want to get in there with nobody that's going to truly test him, but it's going to catch up to him because one of the mandatories is going to end up being a real dog, and he's going to get took out. Watch. Just for trying to avoid smoke. You know what I'm saying? Benavidez got the intern last fight. He won for a while. He wants a title shot. He deserved one, Fossey, especially with a win. Salute to my Brody BC. I think it'll be competitive for the first 4 rounds. I think it'll be competitive throughout the fight first. And I definitely think it's going the distance. It's going the distance. Watch, Lamont Roach gonna put up a good fight because he a good fighter, yo. He an improved fighter. Oh, I like that fight a lot, man. We out fighting Fulton. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what is it new. He's just gonna wait for the Fulton fight, or what he gonna do? Go stupid. Lazy Philly shell, low key though. Good time. In fact, he do got that broken shell because I call all them Philly shells broken, bro. Unless I see Floyd going, and man, them joints or James Tone this like everybody else, them joints be broken. And broken Philly shells, I don't like them. Out there when they can find this video champ. Hey, let's see it. William, old school, salute, brother. How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. In turn, he earned it already. Makes you first in line. Yeah, he deserve a title shot, Flossie. He do. Roach dominating his last fight on the zone. Right. That's what I'm saying. Grind hard. Lamont Roach can fight, man. That's a good fighter, bro. Improved fighter. You know what I mean? I definitely think, and stylistically, like 2 boxers, is going to be a good chess match, man. Good chess match. Roach only got that, he's 23-1 with 1 draw. He never been stopped, of course. He got 9 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely a good fight for him and Hector Garcia for sure. This should be an entertaining fight for us. And it's a title shot for the WBA title. And they saying this fight can take place, what is saying? Which is due to take place no later than May 20th, they saying, for this fight. Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah, I want to see this, man. Say no later than May 20th. I mean, we all know Garcia is 16-1 with 10 KOs. So, like, Garcia got some sneaky power. Both of these guys they're not punchers, but they they got sneaky power. They got some solid, some decent pop on them shots. You know what I'm saying? Lamont Roach ain't got no bunch of knockouts, and neither do Hector Garcia, right? But both can sting you, definitely get your respect in there. You know what I'm saying? For a 130 weight class for sure. Roach Browley, but athletic facts. Joe came in here to not talk about Keyshawn facts. We ain't talking about Keyshawn today. Are the rules entitled to a beats plant? He's an official mandatory. All facts, Flossie. And I want to see him get his shot too. Yeah, make him fight Canelo. Canelo's still a real body. Canelo is definitely still real body, and I want to see it. These dudes have all that muscle, but lack power. Yeah, they be muscular. They do muscular, Fate. They do. But I think this Lamont Roach and Hector Garcia fight is like a good fight on paper, man. And like I said, both styles, man, these are 2 boxers. You know what I mean? 2 boxers with okay punching power, you know what I'm saying? And good boxing ability, smart, got some good ring IQ. You know what I'm saying? Lamont Roach got some good speed. I think Lamont Roach got the speed advantage in this fight. But we know Hector Garcia got some good timing, right? So this style matchup should be great. It's an even matchup to me. You know what I'm saying? It could go either way, in my opinion. I swear it could. You know what I'm saying? Who going to have a better game plan on the night? Who going to execute better on the night? You get what I'm saying? Simple, obvious things like who going to make less mistakes, because I do believe that this fight is going the distance when it happens. I don't see nobody getting knocked out in this fight. Lamont Roach got a pretty good chin. Hector Garcia got a pretty good chin as well. Even though Tank, stopped him. If ain't no, residual effects from that Tank loss, then he'd be all right, and it should go the distance. Watch. That fight is going to go the distance, and it's going to be entertaining and competitive. Nobody's going to get washed in that fight, I don't believe, because I think Lamont Roach is a good fighter, school fighter. If he get dominated, I'll be surprised, because he's a solid fighter, man. He's a good fighter. WB man, see Mando was next. My Francis Canelo make the win. Man, cause I like David, man. I like Ben. I like David B, man. He's a solid kid, man. Just want to see what he continue to do. And it's saying per WBA bylaws, neither fighter can pursue another bout once a sanctioned fight is officially ordered. Failure by Garcia to defend will result in him being stripped of the title, while any inability by Roach to proceed with the challenger will end in his having to forfeit his current ranking. So it's basically saying they basically putting these dudes in a position where they got to fight. And again, they shouldn't even have to go to these lengths, because we should be able to get a fight because it makes sense and it's a good fight, right? Both guys got one loss. Roach got a draw. Hector Garcia is coming off a loss. Roach is coming off a win. You get what I'm saying? And he's coming off a loss in a higher weight class. Now he's back at 130 where he got a title at, and he got a title to defend against Lamont Roach. And for one, I want to see that fight. I got to see it, y'all. Faster, Tank or Roach. I think the thing is, I think Tank, he's smaller, shorter, more compact. And the thing is with Tank, he ain't just fast, he quick too, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Tank is quick as well as being fast. Canelo been partying too much recently. I hear about the drinking and the golfing. Fizzle. Appreciate you, Brody. You know I'm on the job. They keep catching him lacking at parties with his drunk videos. Yeah, bro. Yeah. And then, look, again, this is personal life, but you ain't retired yet. Don't celebrate too soon, Canelo. You still got some sharks that want your crown, bro. And I don't want to hear you vacating no belts when it's time to fight somebody. I don't want to hear it, bro. Put him in the coma and looking at red body. He actually sent, yeah. He funny, yeah. Each way once. Yeah. We know that for sure. He only missed weight once. You seen Ryan post on TikTok saying the weight cut is hard, right, Fate? You know what I'm saying? And you seen Shakur say that weight cut stuff is weak, right? Shakur wasn't trying to hear it. Because you gotta think, y'all. Just think about something. When it comes to that rehydration cause and why that weight is, why he fooling people, right? Because they're fighting at a catch weight. First off, that's first things first. You know what I'm saying? Should be at 135 straight up, but nonetheless is at 136, right? By him putting that rehydration cause and him being able to have to rehydrate to 146, yeah, that basically makes him a welterweight on fight night. That basically makes him a welterweight on fight night. You know what I mean? That 136, that pound, you know what I mean? That's essentially damn near fighting that lightweight. Welterweight is 2 weight classes up, bro. And that's what he going to be weighing. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not giving him no excuses whatsoever when it comes to that weight. None whatsoever, bro. He will get no excuses from me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't supposed to be, especially when you squeezing down as it is. You get what I'm saying, Fate? He already squeezing down. Ryan, a professional, he can't make it move up officially and fight these other dudes. Don't try to make up win rules. It would be side. And on top of this, bro, on top of it, like this is something you wanted, right? And then it's Oscar De La Hoya say he's a professional, so this weight rehydration cause ain't gonna bother him. It ain't gonna be a problem because he's a professional. You know what I'm saying? If he can't do it, then he shouldn't be boxing. Something like that, Oscar said. So that's why I'm going off his own promoter, a dude that used to box. So I ain't giving it to him. You know what I'm saying? And we seen what he did to Barrios, so I don't really care that he didn't do it for Barrios. Again, man, people just need to stop being so short-sighted and making everything about a fighter being scared or this or that. I said this before I heard what he said. He said he learned from previous experiences in fights. So again, that's why you have weight classes for a reason. You shouldn't be able to just blow up and be a damn middleweight when you're supposed to be fighting 1 pound away from lightweight. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be able to blow up that big. So again, I think that's a matter of Tank learning from previous experiences. People could knock it. It's just not a one-sided thing. You could say, hey, yeah, I don't like it. But after that, you got some people that it's reasons why people do things. And like I said, I alluded to, I think he learned from a previous experience. And like I said before, on numerous occasions, when I heard Calvin Ford say Rolly was 165 on fight night, that's almost super middleweight, and they fighting that lightweight, just do the math. That's crazy. You learn from stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? And when you the 8 side, you could do that. Straight like that. When you the 8 side, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he wasn't aware of it then. Who knows? You get what I'm saying? Maybe he wasn't aware of the catch weight then. You know what I'm saying? But he did it. And I ain't giving him no outs. No outs. People just want to give Tank a hard time. I ain't doing it. I ain't one of them. That you got weight classes for a reason. He shouldn't be able to be 160 on fight night. Nobody trying to hear that. Because if you're that big, then you should be going up all together. If you really wanted to fight, should have took you behind the 35, like I've always stated. On numerous citations, you know, the Tank, when the fight got closest, he for sure was where Catchway's his favorite fighter, Canelo. Canelo, the master of it. Yeah, he is. He is. But either way, I just don't. I'm just not feeding into it that much because I know better. Even his own promoter said it. Ryan said he'd be ready. It's not a problem. But then he gonna complain. I'm not giving no dude that whined about fighting a dude for years. As soon as it's time to meet his maker, he won't complain. Nope, I ain't getting it to him. I ain't getting it to him. Talk about crazy. What was Savannah Marshall's weight on fight night against her? Oh yeah, and you get what I'm saying, Will? And that's the stuff that's crazy, bro. You think that's in no way, shape, or form fair? 190 or something like that on fight night. 190 on fight night is wild. When you fighting at 160, I don't care what nobody say. That's wild. 30 pounds. Here we talking about 10 pounds on the catch weight, and Savannah Marshall outweighed Clarissa by what? 20-some pounds? They fight. Oh, them cutting is regular. Yeah, exactly my point. What cutting is regular, it goes. So Ryan should be used to it. You know what I'm saying? Ryan should be used to it. Cutting weight. You know what I'm saying? He's a big young boy. He should be used to it. Should be used to the weight cut. TikTok star. I ain't giving him no out. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, Will? I ain't giving him no out. That's wild. 90 pounds? 190? I mean, that's just ridiculous. People decide with him, or I'm questioning his mental strength down. It's hard. I've done weight cuts. It's hard, but if you really want it, you won't announce it's hard out of nowhere, especially. Yeah, you want people to keep building this excuse for you. That's all. And I ain't helping them. I ain't helping them, boo, because I see the play. You know what I'm saying? I see the play. You're going to be the bigger man on fight night. So you shouldn't be whining. You're going to be the big guy, right? You so fast, your speed, your power. Devin Haney was 160 plus when he fought George. Was he? I think he was that big. I think Haney got that much bigger. That'd be crazy. His weight cut, the muscle mass stays the same. Rehydrates just a way to protect their brain. Yeah, I understand that part, Ghost. I get it. But I don't think he at risk or nothing like that of, I just don't. Yeah, he want to be comfortable. He want to be comfortable. It ain't supposed to be comfortable. It's supposed to be very uncomfortable for you, chump. And I'm gonna make it uncomfortable for you. He think the weight cut is hard. Wait till he get punched by one. Wait till one of them hooks or an uppercut catch him. He ain't seen hard yet until one of them hooks or uppercuts catch you. He think he punch hard. You know what I'm saying? Wait till take stretch it. Is that big? That's crazy. In the boxing voice where he said his weight and it was way above middleweight. Yeah, that's crazy too, though, man. Dudes rehydrate a lot like that. That's crazy. That's maybe the weigh-in should be made at night or the same fight on fight night, same day weigh-ins. Fate. Either way, man, that fight gonna be won off of skill, intellect, and execution. Experience, things like that, I believe. I don't think the weight gonna play a factor at all. Josh, my brody, what's good with it, Josh? How you feeling, bro? I ain't gonna say you're gonna call Wolfsburg. I keep hearing people talk about Ryan won't be at his best because of the weight class. So if that's the case, let him go to 147 and quit saying Tank's name. All facts, Will. You know what I'm saying? Go because look, Pete, I keep saying this, y'all. They fighting essentially almost at lightweight, pretty much, right? Right. He's being able to rehydrate to at least 146. That's 1 pound shy of welterweight. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be a welterweight in the ring, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Welterweight when they make weight or something. You get what I'm saying? He all right. You already know, Fate. We ain't help. We ain't helping him. We not helping his ass today. Nope. We ain't doing it. But something else I wanted to hit on, y'all. Something else I wanted to talk about, because I try to make sure we got multiple things to chop it up about. Hold on, yeah. And I wanted to touch on this because remember people was demanding I remember people was saying something about Dana White. I don't remember who exactly mentioned it, but one of the family, somebody mentioned it. They want to see Dana White in boxing. And I read this article right here with the boxing scene where Dana White is talking about, coming into boxing with his own promotional company. You know what I'm saying? You go check out Tank's last tweet. You're not going to believe what Ryan is saying. Like Tyson. Nah, Dana White come fix his damn sport, man. We're gonna chop it. Well, we're gonna talk about that for a quick second. You said Tank tweet. Hold on, let me go check him. Let me go check it out. Let me go check it out, y'all. So okay, so this is oh yeah.
Scheduled to make weight.
Yeah.
For
Gervonta's.
Yeah, for his.
Hold on.
Leaner.
This is what Ryan Garcia now is saying, y'all. I'm about to hold on, let me clip this up so I could pull it up on the screen too, man. Y'all know how I like to do. Hold on, give me a quick second, y'all. This is what Ryan Garcia is crying about now. All right, you know what? I ain't gotta do nothing else. I don't think so. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Y'all thought Don King was wild. Wait till Dana White come. Yeah, I'm gonna read this article about Dana White too, man. We gonna chop it up for a while, man. I got a few more things we gonna build on before we get up out of here. I'm gonna pull up this little tweet from Ryan Garcia, and I'm gonna play this video from Ryan Garcia, what he just said too. We good. We in now. Y'all bear with me. Give me 2 seconds. This Ryan right now, this is something he going with now. Ryan Garcia says Gervonta put in a contract that he can only drink water and eat for 3 days out of the week for Tank's comfortability. Yo, you can't make this stuff up. Yo, this dude is shot out, bro. Ryan is shot out, bro. Hold on, y'all. I got
in the face.
Yeah.
You've been taking it a lot leaner in the face.
Yeah.
You've been taking it serious as
Yeah. I'm not
like your lips a little even bloody.
I'm not playing around. I'm giving everything in this fight. I'm sacrificing everything.
And you said you can't drink any water, you can't eat any food.
Yeah, I mean, it's in my contract that they don't let me drink water for 3 days or eat for 3 days out of the week, just so I could be on schedule to make weight.
Yeah,
they're
for
putting in crazy
Gervonta's.
things. Yeah, for his comfortability and if taking the match. If I didn't agree to these conditions, it obviously wouldn't happen.
Yeah, so I'm curious about that. How does that kind of stuff
lying.
go? Like when you guys
This
are
dude
deciding,
is bogus.
obviously, how it's going to be. Obviously, it's a fight. We know, who gets to decide who gets what sort of, I don't want to say handicaps, but like niceties like that.
I mean,
this boy lying, bro.
In this situation,
he lying, y'all.
I could have fought for obviously
he lying.
more things going towards my way, regarding the weight and other things, or I could have been a little bit more, pushbacky. But I knew that their positioning was, if this is not what you're going to agree to, the fight's not going to happen.
Man, he don't get his ass out of here, bro. Tank said, "No, the F I didn't." He praised God so much, right? Lying is a sin. You know what I'm saying? Tank said he lying, bro. And you see where he went with it. He said he praised God, man. He said lying is a sin. Like, his bro lying straight up, man. Facts grind hard. Like, that's why we ain't giving it to him, yo. He going too far. Yo, Tank responded to him immediately. He said he lying. He clearly lying. Bro, y'all are so emotional. Obviously, Ryan was fake joking. Y'all are the ones who take it serious, so don't blame it on him. So now they saying he fake joking. He was dead serious, bro. He was dead serious. They're talking about he fake joking. The hell do that even mean? People are crazy, yo. Ryan be tripping, bro. Ryan be saying anything, bro. Man, he's shot out, bro. We ain't giving him that, y'all. You ain't professional, right? Go to welter, bro. Go to welter. Signing. That's what I'm saying. You signed it. We ain't trying to hear nothing. We not giving you talk. You just said you could have been a little more pushbacky. That's your words. Well, you should have been a little more pushbacky then, Ryan. We don't want to hear it, bro. We don't care. Cry us a river, bro. Get in the ring and fight, bro. You asked for it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he uses guys there to hype himself out. I don't like how he starts talking to appear with the Tank. Yeah. They do it every time. Every time they in a big fight, because they try to let that, like, they try to bring the good Lord in it every time they about to have to fight somebody. Like, I ain't saying don't pray and all that, but don't try to, like, he just as much on your side as he is on Tank's. It's a fair fight, bro. Like, don't try to just use that. Like, he just gonna help you out. He covered a punch on you, bro. Mr. Holmes, salute, family. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? He said Ryan looking extremely unconfident. He is, bro. Especially when he making up stuff, Mr. Holmes, like what he just did. Yeah, they always do it, bro. They always do, especially with him just making up stuff the way he did. Like, I ain't buying that. Ain't nobody gonna tell you can't eat but a couple times. Like, come on, yo. Ain't nobody going with that. Hold on, let me see something real quick.
I could have fought for, obviously,
Trying to see if I could Would have played it, man. I don't know.
More.
Let me play. I'm gonna play out what he said again.
Yeah. You've been taking it serious.
Listen to this dude.
I'm not
like your lips a little even bloody.
Right, Josh. You know what's about to happen.
That's why I'm sacrificing everything.
And you said you can't drink any water. You can't eat any food.
Yeah, I mean, it's in my contract that they don't let me drink water for 3 days or eat for 3 days out of the week.
They don't let you drink water for 3 days or eat. Do you hear this guy? Do you hear this dude?
Food.
Yeah, I mean, it's in my contract that they don't let me drink water for 3 days or eat for 3 days out of the week, just so I could be on schedule
to make
this
weight.
guy is amazing, bro.
For his comfortability and if taking the match.
He's amazing.
If I didn't agree to these conditions, it obviously wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Yo. This guy, man, this guy is unbelievable, bro. Like when I say he's unbelievable, bro. I have never in my life seen somebody go to this extreme level right here. These dudes told you can't drink water for 3 days or eat for 3 days out of the week so you could be on weight. How would they know what kind of regimen you gonna need to be on to make weight, bro? How would they know that? This dude, he said, yo, chicken talk, salute fam. Yo, do you hear him? Yo, nah, we gotta listen. Yeah, we gotta laugh at this a little bit. Yo, listen to this, bro. Goodness, bro. King Judah, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling?
And you said you can't drink any water. You can't eat food.
Yeah, I mean, it's in my contract that they don't let me drink water for 3 days or eat for 3 days out of the week.
Do you hear him?
I mean, it's in my contract that they don't let me drink water for 3 days or eat for 3 days out of the week. So I could be on schedule to make weight.
Yeah.
How would they know what kind of regimen you need to be on for you to make weight, bro?
Taking the match. If I didn't agree to these conditions.
Yo, Ryan Garcia,
so I'm curious about
you
that.
got a
How
place
does
in
that kind of
comedy,
stuff go?
bro.
Like when you guys are deciding, obviously, how it's going to be.
Modeling and
fight,
comedy, bro.
Who gets to decide who gets what sort of, I don't want to say handicaps, but like niceties. Like
right. I mean, in this situation.
Nicety. What? What did he say? Hold on, bro.
Caps, but like niceties. Like
niceties? Man, if I could cyber choke him, what is he talking about?
Niceties. For obviously,
now watch Ron.
More things going towards my way. Regarding the weight and other things, or I could have been a little bit more, pushbacky, but
a little more what? Hold on.
Could have been a little bit more, pushbacky, but I could have been a little bit more, pushbacky, but I knew
what
that.
What the hell is niceties and pushbacky, bro? Nah, the cyber choke is in effect. I wish I could cyber choke one of these dudes right now for they choice of word.
Pushbacky, but
pushbacky.
I knew that their positioning was if this
hold on
3 days or eat for 3 days. I mean, it's in my contract that they don't let me drink water for 3 days or eat for 3 days out of the week.
Take said, no, the hell he did. He said, man, don't you believe a guy? He said, lying is a sin. He told Ryan, lying is a sin. That's why I call him crying, lying Ryan. But I respect Ryan Garcia, but he funny, bro. I had to laugh at him a little bit. He put bro on mandatory Ramadan. Yo, you get what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, what he needs you, what he know how your body work, bro. Like, how would they even try to tell you anything? Nah, I heard he got an injury, King Judah, to his hand. I heard he got a hand injury. Yeah, I heard it's postponed. I ain't hear it's called off. I heard postponed. Chicken Talk, you still in here, Brody? I know you probably heard. You hear anything different about the NUA fight? I heard, Fulton is injured. Who Israel? Salute fan. Appreciate you pulling up. They forgot dude name is Lion Ryan. Right. And you got to put crying on the front of that Israel. Who Israel? Because he been crying a lot. So it's Lion crying Ryan or crying Lion Ryan. However you want to say it. However it roll off better to you. Just say that. Yeah, King Judah. I don't want to say I'm disappointed. I'm just like, dang, man. Because that would have added to the great fights that been taking place this year. Like I got high hopes for 2023, you know what I'm saying? And I think that would have been one of the best fights we would have got of the year as well. And May 7th would have rolled around so fast. So I hope that it is just straight up postponement, and I hope that the injury ain't too bad. Hopefully he can heal up quick from it and come back and get that smoke, you know what I'm saying? Because I damn sure want to see that fight bad, man. On a Cypher Hammer Fist. Facts, fake, you know what I'm saying? They said niceties, and that's what kind of words they use, in niceties and pushbacky. Like what? Dude basically asking them about A side and who get the, you know what I mean, who got the advantages. That's why I think he's asking. You better show proof of the injuries like the brothers have to, respectfully. They push it back. It's Cool Boy that's hurt. Postponed till August. Appreciate that, bro. So he broke the news this morning on my space before. I gotta start coming up there more, man. I gotta get way more active on Twitter, bro. I got one now. You know I'm in the loop, but I gotta get way more active. I gotta start. When you usually be on the spaces, bro? What time you be on there, man? I gotta start tapping in a little more, man. Yeah, but anyway, good. He said postpone till August. Cool. So at least it'll still be to happen before the year out, and it'll still be to add a great fight to this year that's been going on. Tank say, yeah, that's what he claiming. D Free, did you hear? We said, yeah. Cool Boy is hurt. Fate. Cool Boy is the one hurt, and it's his hand.
Be on
water. You can't eat any food.
Yeah, I mean it's in my contract that they don't let me drink water for 3 days or eat for 3 days out of the week, just so I could be on schedule to make weight.
Bogus, bro.
For Gervonta's,
for his comfortability and if taking the match.
Yo, he's bogus, bro. Hey, he can't eat water or drink water or eat food for 3 days out of the week, so you could be on weight. Like, bro, man, you just took Cap to another level, and then you got fans talking about he just fake joking. He's just faking. He joking. Like what? Look what kind of words y'all people you faking. He's faking. He ain't faking. He dead serious. He said this with a straight face. I don't know what they talking about. Bro face straight as hell. He dead serious right now. Oh, it's Inoue that's hurt. Why somebody told me it's Cool Boy? So it's the hand. Is it a hand injury, bro? Damn, appreciate that. My bad, family. Somebody told me, hold on. Why? I ain't checked my thing either, though. Somebody did send it to me. I'm a fool for that. My bad, y'all. Because somebody did send it to me. Somebody sent it to me. I got to look. Got Ryan fasting this week. Yeah, right? He got Ryan fasted, bro. Yeah, I heard fasting is good for the soul, bro. Little detox, little cleanses. Little cleanse ain't never hurt nobody, bro. Little cleanse ain't never hurt nobody, fam. Never. Hold on, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Let me see something, man. But Ryan, bro. Ryan is hilarious, bro. My bad. Pardon me, family. Yeah. It's Monster Inoue who's injured, y'all. My bad. Salute to the fam in the building, man. Y'all smash the like button one time, punch it one time, uppercut, slap it, jab it, poke it. Anyway, step on the rake. Yeah, he say he suffered an injury in training. Right, and somebody said we saw it coming. Y'all believe the injury? Oh, that's why Josh said he better need to show the injury. My bad, y'all. Pardon me. Apologize for that. It's right here in my DM. Salute to the Queen, Miss Joette, for sending it. Man, I appreciate that. Yeah, but Monster Inoue is hurt in training. So, and Chicken Talk says it's postponed till August, y'all. So we still gonna get this fight. Still gonna get this fight. Dope. Because we need this fight. Leo Santa Cruz probably still sleepy. You know what I'm saying? Wonder if Sambo Hopkins with the man anyway show proof of the injury. Right. That's what Josh was just saying. Right, King Judah. You get what I'm saying? Right. Remember how they listen. We just calling it how they be doing other fighters. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's all. He said the rake knocked Monster out. Oh, Fulton didn't move up while injured. He won't be able to defend that. I don't think he will, because it's postponed till August, grind hard. So I don't think he's going nowhere. I think he just gonna keep training. You know what I'm saying? That just allow Cool Boy to just keep putting that work in. Just keep on training. You know what I'm saying? Just keep on training. My bad, y'all. Just responding to the text real quick. Old school. He got his eye dotted by a rake. That rake is a bad move. It done took him out, man. It done took him out. Man. But good thing a postponement mean it's not the end, and we gonna still be able to get the fight, y'all. So I ain't gonna press the panic button yet, because we ain't got to just yet. You know what I'm saying? But what I was gonna say something else too, man. Something else we was gonna chop it up about, y'all. Let me see. What was it? Cecil, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. You better show them doctor knows with x-rays. I need all that. Right. We need the visuals. We need the visuals, man. We need the visuals. And salute to everybody in the building. Much appreciation to everybody hanging through to the end of this show. We're gonna rock out for about another half hour or so, family. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep rocking. All right, my bad, y'all. Salute to the famo. But yeah, something else I wanted to touch on too. Jermell Charlo went on the Last Stand podcast, man, and he responded to some things. And again, you knew as Charlo was doing, not Charlo, Crawford was doing this fake calling him out and things like that. And, he had a response for him, man. So I'm going to play some of that, man. Salute to everybody in the building that's still hanging in here. We're going to get through this. Like I said, we probably be here another half hour or so, family. And we're going to get up out of here. But we're going to rock out. This Jermell Charlo on the Last Stand podcast, y'all.
Biggest names in the sport. And joining me today is one of my favorites. And when you talk about the 154-pound division, it doesn't get any bigger than this guy right here. He is the undisputed champion. He's the Iron Man. Jermell Charlo. What's up, champ?
What's up? Appreciate y'all for having me.
All right, so, man, let's get into it. 'Cause now you know who you're going to be facing, and it's the same guy you were going to face in January. Yeah. Tim Tszyu, he stops Tony Harrison, so I assume that you guys are going to get it on sometime this summer. Give me your thoughts about Tim Tszyu.
He's a solid fighter. He's strong. He comes to fight, but it's not nothing I've never seen before or dealt with. I've been boxing my whole life, seen almost every style. I'm one of the most dominant, strongest work ability, efforts, and everything that I put into this sport. So I don't think he possesses something that makes it tough for me that I can't handle.
Did you see anything differently out of Tim Tszyu that maybe you were training for when he took on Tony Harrison? Did you see any new wrinkle in his game?
No, I actually thought he would have done a lot more than what he done against Tony, but he did enough to get the win and get the knockout. But that has a lot to do with Tony. Tony wasn't the best Tony I felt in that fight. So He's faded out. So, like I said, he
Strong
was nothing. After I knocked him out, what else could he have done? What else could he do? That's why he took this opportunity to fly all the way to Australia to possibly even see if he had enough to, but he didn't.
Tim Tszyu kept saying, now y'all need to say
Tony
my
just didn't have
MF
enough
and
left
name.
in the
So basically, he was basically saying, look, I'm the man now, and I'm ready for this.
We don't have to ask those questions, when you come from where I come
Straight
from.
beast.
Y'all know who Jamel Charlo is, and so he got to go run around and talk about it, but he got to do what I say do. It's nothing works in his benefits or his favors like it did in Australia. So it'll be a completely different fight.
How do you see that kind of fight playing out between you two?
We're going to fight. We're going to bang. You don't want to sit there and take shots and trade shots with me. So I saw Tony said he didn't want to move. I seen him when he didn't want to move. So you stare, just getting punched, that was bound to happen. No lateral movement, no work, no athleticism. It's just a whole bunch of nonsense that happened in that fight that my coach is not going to allow.
I know
standing right in
wants
front
to
of
know,
him. You
how
can't
is the
stand
hand?
right in front of Tim Tszyu.
How's it recovering? And when
He ain't
do
no
you
bump.
think we'll
Can't
see
stand right in
you
front
and
of
Tim Tszyu in the ring?
The hand is going, and I'm just doing everything I can to my rehab. I haven't not punched yet. So it's certain things, when you break two bones in one hand, it take a lot. The hand is a real delicate, but these are my money makers, and it's going to be stronger than what it was before. Doing a lot of different exercises and work to make sure that I'm stable. I don't want to get in there and shatter our hand and during the fight, or place myself in a position where I gotta, just have an issue
and be out even longer.
Good during this process.
Yeah. How long did they say? Give you any timetable on when they think that the hand will be totally healed?
I got to go back to find out, but I was in the cast for about 6-7 weeks, and I remember going back and they put me back in the cast, and then finally I was able to get out the cast and start doing rehab. So put the weight back on, and it's like certain things that when you're in the cast, it's just the flexibility. I'm just still to this very much day taking time out right now just to be in New York to shoot these shows with you guys, so y'all know. But I'm working, and I'll be back. I got some time, but I'll be back.
When do you think you and Tim Tszyu will get on?
About the end of the summer or so. Yeah. Hopefully, beginning of middle of next year, in the summer. No, sorry, not next year. Why I say that? The middle of this year.
Got it.
Sometime. It could be August. It could be July.
Yeah.
It could be whenever. But
so many people want to know. Obviously, you get the Tim Tszyu fight,
right?
What's next, though? What's next for Jamel Charlo after Tim Tszyu? You got the mandatories. I think the number of people are like, is he going to move up? Is he going to stay at 150?
Man, I don't know. I got to sit back and go back to the drawing boards with my family and see what I want to do. Because I've been boxing for a really, really long time. And it's the first time I ever got injured. So, I'm a workaholic. And then when I train really aggressive. So, what is it for me to do? I hopefully... I see guys moving up. I told you, you got the Crawfords and stuff. They calling you out, and they moving up in weight.
We'll get into that.
Whatever is the big money is the big money. At the end of the day, we don't fight for free, and it's a prize. So and being at this top level, I just want my recognition. I'm getting the love that I deserve, and I'm still one of the most underrated. Not the highest rated fighter. So. That gives me a hunger.
Oh, got you.
And I got to continue that.
But there's still guys like, let's say,
one of them guys, but you still slept on.
Are there still big fights for you believe, at 154?
We can still make some money. I can still get to the bag at 154. And the doors, the windows are still open for me.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Brian Custer. I want to talk to you about our part. One micro beat nutritious. Once we get past.
Not bad. I had to get past that little ad shit he was doing.
Fight with you will be easier than getting a fight with Errol Spence, because he had a lot to say about Jamel Charlo.
The ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
Not bad, yeah.
Well, you mentioned Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
Now, Bud Crawford was on The Last Stand. Correct. And boy, he had a lot to say about Jamel Charlo. And in fact, he said he thought getting a fight with you will be easier than getting a fight with Errol Spence, because he said, I think Jermell Charlo would push for that more than Errol. And his quote, this is what he said on the last stand.
Errol
Quote,
did everything he could have
something's wrong with that dude. He needs to stay off whatever he's on, because if I can recall, I was already a 2-time world champion before he was even world champion. And I'm talking to both of them. So how somebody piggyback off my name when I was already the man? I don't understand that. I was already on the pound-for-pound list. I was in talks to be the next best thing since Mayweather retired. I never heard of his name being in talks of any of that sort of type of thing. So how can I be piggybacking off of him and his brother's name when I've accomplished way more in the sport of boxing? If that don't make any sense at all, I don't know what does. I would love to get him in the ring and shut him up. I will F him up. The only thing he's going to do is cry afterwards. All he does is run around, yell, angry, and be mad at himself.
Talking crazy. Jim, my bro, what's good with it, Jim? Appreciate you.
Whatever, guy.
How you feeling, my bro?
You get your paperwork right. Talk to Mr. Heyman. We'll get a fight going. And you're damn right, it'll be easier. Let's get a big fight going, matter of fact. And I'll show you better than I can tell you. Ain't nothing easy in the ring with me, so I don't. Just, you know, I'm grown. These kids, they just talk and he ain't fought nobody for real. You know, like he just got out of the top rank contract because Bob didn't want his ass no more, so he just got rid of him. So it's just like I don't know. I'm like, hey, why you don't make the fight with the man that's in front of you? Earl been calling you out. Get him, get in the ring, man. You know, we don't know who these last guys are. You signing Dizzle, BKL, BLK, and he's just doing business wrong. He's sloppy with his business. So I don't know what you want to do, but I'm down to fight. I'm down to fight. I don't got time to go back and forth with him. You a little boy. You come from 140. You're not even strong enough to even handle half my shit that I'm throwing at you. And I'm not none of these guys he fought before. So it's like I want to speak for a reason. And I got my own little shit that, you know, I got Tim, Zoo, and then I got all these other little shits. Well, he got to get in line anyways. And he got Boost Jennings on, Ennis on his ass. Yeah. He got Earl on his ass. He trying to run. Don't run now. Run about the sport. Don't run. No.
I'm just curious. How would, because he says, look, I'll come to 154 and fight this guy now. How would a Jermell Charlo Bud Crawford fight play out in the ring?
I feel like it'll be a little entertaining. I don't know how long he's gonna last in with these big shots coming at him. But hey, we only time will tell. You know, I'm not here to hype that shit up. That's not even my business. That's somebody else fish to fry. Yeah. You know, I got my own fish to fry.
What's the latest with your brother Jamal?
Yeah, I feel that grind hard. For me though, I feel like it was good that first Castaño fight happened the way it did, because I think that allowed him to go back to the drawing board and reassess some things. And I think he became a better fighter slightly after that. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I think he performed the way he did in the rematch. And, you know, he did all of the things he was doing wrong in the first fight. He made sure he didn't do really none of those things in the rematch. And that showed me a considerable level of growth right there, you know, from one fight to the next. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I appreciated the performance. But I do get you. You don't want to be in a position where one of your performances of yesterday come back to haunt you. But I think he's grown since that fight. I think he's learned since that fight. And that's why I think he'll come, you know, properly prepared, you know, for this fight as well that's coming up. But I get where you're going. That's fair. It's fair. Carver cherry picking one of them might go wrong. Absolutely, bro. I say this all the time. Like you go to the well one too many times, somebody gonna end up catching you, either getting something off on you that is gonna make you look bad or vulnerable, or they're gonna outright upset you and beat you. And it's just a real thing, because when you in this sport, man, you playing like that, you best be just going for the smoke, because the worst thing that could happen is you go in there and beat a guy. That allow a guy to beat you that you were supposed to beat. You know what I mean? That you was heavily favored and picked to beat.
I heard he's coming back this summer. Talk to us about Jamal, and is he coming back at 160, or, you know, people are like, or is he moving up to 160?
I don't know yet, honestly, but we communicate here and there, but I don't know what he want to do as far as when he's coming back, but he's doing well. You know, he had to get his stuff together and get his personal life together, and that's probably what held him out. And I mean, when we do see him, it'll be exciting, and I hope that he jumps back in ASAP and try to go conquer more. And I'm wishing the best for him.
Would you like to see him at 160, or would you like to see him move up to 168?
Well, I feel like whatever he can make. If you train hard and be more dedicated, and you really get down and weight or whatever you want to do, but moving up is just like it's like a setback to me. You know, like he been through that before though. When he left 54 to go to 60, he had a title, and moving up from 160 to 68, but he got challenges in each one of them. So it's like, well, he got to make a decision and make it now.
What do you think about Anthony Joshua? Anthony Joshua now training with your trainer Derek James, and alongside Frank Martin and Errol Spence now in Dallas.
Right. We have to see now after a few assessments from Derek and what he's doing. I wanted to kind of visit him, but I know they leaving soon. And I've been having to make sure that I stay on my rehab stuff, but I think he's gonna be a different fighter, you know, and hopefully he can jump on this wave that we on in Showtime and PBC and see if we can put a nice big fight with him. You know, maybe wild.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You know the deal. We allow people who watch the show submit questions. We've got a number of them for you. We'll just get to a few here. Rai asks, who do you want to fight most out of Tim and Tony? Who did you want to fight most out of Tim and Tony? Yeah, I guess what it is.
The harder challenger, which is Tim. Yeah, he got a whole country behind him. Already fought Tony, so it's like,
respect.
Yeah, of course.
BJ asks, what are your goals in the sport moving forward? Now that you're undisputed, what's your goal in the sport moving forward?
You know, continue to run and raise the promotional company up, become a brighter name, and just make the changes, you know, for the young ones that's coming up under us and show them the direction. A lot of people don't really understand how to get to this position in life or this position in boxing, you know, and so still growing. I just want to keep fighting.
Ray Hall asks, will you fight Errol if the money is right? And how do you guys keep it as business and go back to being friends afterwards?
Hey, I'll fight. Yeah, of course. If the money right, we'll get in there and get it on. You know what I'm saying? But that's never been brought to me. It's not under my. It's not something that I would deny.
Yeah.
I know Earl said the same exact thing. Yeah. So, hey, who knows? And later on in the future in life or whatever, we can get in it. Do what we do. Right now, we stablemates, we brothers. We ain't doing all that.
LaParis asks, will you ever fight Sebastian Fundora?
He's my mandatory, so it's a possibility. But I don't know yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
L asks, what was your favorite fight? What was your toughest fight of your career thus far?
My favorite fight was the second Tony fight. My bad. My favorite fight was the second Tony fight where I had a lot of like revengeness to get back from him. So I got that. And then I don't really remember my toughest fight. I remember fighting Bonas Monterosian. He was pretty tough too.
Yeah.
Strong, solid kid from Glendale, California.
I remember that. That was a good fight.
So he was tough.
Monterosian.
37 fights. So I done been through that, been up and down his road. So
that was every fight is tough. And I believe, I feel like he handled that fight
last
very
section
well. He outboxed
the
the
show.
hell
We
out
call
of
it the last day. I'm asking a
Monterosian.
series of questions. You just give me first thing that comes to your mind. You ready?
For sure.
How much longer will you stay?
Monterosian gave Lara good fights. You know what I mean? Even though I feel like Lara should have got the first one, but that just goes to show you how good Jamel Charlo is. He made that first fight not close enough for it to be no damn draw or nothing like that. But I believe anytime Lara got a close fight, he's not gonna get it. Like he got to kind of beat you convincingly, damn near, for him to get it fair.
154.
The rest of my career.
Really? So you ain't going up?
Yeah.
Okay.
For real. I don't think I'm going up unless it's a Bennett move.
Benavidez versus Plant. Who wins that fight?
He ain't moving up. I gotta make a short
Tell
video on that.
Boxing skills.
I gotta make a short video on
He can
this.
move. He can punch. He's similar. We're similar.
I gotta make a short video on that.
Javante Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. Who wins that fight?
I got Tank winning that fight. He got a bigger arsenal than Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia kind of stands up a little high. He also blinks his eyes as he punches. It's a little bit small things that you can't miss with Tank.
Wow.
Will you?
He ain't leaving, y'all. That I didn't know. I thought he had plans on going up when Earl comes in. So just think about this. Just think about this. This is why I might make a short video on this. Just think about this, y'all. with him saying he ain't going up unless it's a business move, we know as Earl is on his way there. He gonna want titles, bro. He gonna want titles. Jamel Charlo still got him. What we gonna get? We gonna get a Jamel Charlo and Errol Spence fight. Man, I'm short video. Got to. Miss Joette, salute to you, Queen. Much appreciation for that love. Yeah, if I didn't know any better, I would think Lion Ryan and Crying Crawford were related. They act the goddamn same. I appreciate you, Queen. I feel you. Much love and appreciation, Miss Joette, for the support. Much love to the family and the super.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to you, Queen. Much appreciation. Well, yeah, let me hit on this Dana White. I ain't finished reading this article, did I? Now, remember, people ask for Dana White. It'd be dope for Dana White to be in boxing because of what he do in the UFC. He always putting the best shows on. He always putting the best versus the best. The best guys always fighting each other, etc., right? So, fast forward to today. I just came across this article that one of the families sent me. Salute to my bro Undercard. You know, with Dana White, he's hinting again at, his entry into boxing. He's hoping to launch his promotional company of his own within the next 12 to 24 months. So that's within the next year or two. Dana White is looking to launch his own promotional company in the sport of boxing now. Whether that'll not be good news, it remains to be seen, right? Because, see, BVO Boxing, salute family. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling, bro? See, what people don't, and again, I like to be optimistic anyway, right? But, and I know that's just one immediate way to look at it, right? Dana White, damn, man, over there in the UFC, they put on, the best be fighting the best, the number one guy fight the number two guy, whatever the case may be, right? People, they rave about his matchmaking or the matchmaking of the UFC. So, and they attribute a lot of that to Dana White, right? So, naturally, they thinking, if he was to transition over into boxing or get his hand into boxing, he would have that same train of thought and would move the same way and would be responsible for putting on fights that are quality, top level fights, right? And that's not a bad, it's not a bad way of thinking, right? But and I would think like that as well. Maybe that would be his intent because that's how he moved over there in terms of matchmaking. Why would you switch it up? If you've been very successful over here in what you do, which is the UFC, how you built that from the ground up, that's your empire right there. If you've been known for putting on the best fights over there and your matchmaking have been, great in A1, then why would you change it up when you go into boxing, right? And that's cool. I will understand that. But my question would, and my only real concern right off the bat would be, yeah, he make these fights, right? But what about the pay? That's one thing that you've been, if it's one common theme and one common, issue that guys have had in the UFC since I've been watching it for the years I've been watching it, is people and guys complaining about their pay or lack thereof. So I know, it's easy to look at it and be like, you know what? He should jump in boxing and we'll get better fights and we'll get great matchups, and that's cool. But my thing is, again, that concern for how are you going to treat the fighters in terms of pay, because we know what the consensus is in terms of how you treat the fighters over there at the UFC. So that's just something to think about. It's on one end you got matchmaking, but on the other end you got money. And are you going to treat these guys fairly? Are you going to pay these guys their worth? You dig what I'm saying? And I just think that's a fair question. You get what I'm saying? It takes all the damn money. I'm telling you, they complain a lot through the years about money. Look out for Calvin Walsh. He's Dana's boxer, is he? Why I feel like I heard that name before. So yeah. And he say he been at work for the past 8 to 9 months to launch a new boxing promotion within the next 12 to 24 months. So that's the next year or two. He's been working 8 or 9 months to be able to launch his own promotional company within the next year or two in boxing. You know what I'm saying? He said he don't know if he can fix the sport, but he think he can put on fights that people want to see, and he can make boxing interesting again. And I would root for that. Anybody that want to be an advocate for the best fighting the best, I gotta salute you, and I gotta be in support of that train of thought. Now, if you deliver, that'd be something different, right? But let's just be optimistic and hopeful that he'll stand on business and be a man of his word and be willing to deliver the best fights possible. You get what I'm saying? So it's a good conversation. It's a good read. You know what I'm saying? It was something to talk about because I've heard people mention this several times in the chat, like Dana White would be good if he was in boxing, you know, because of the matchmaking and things like that. So I just felt like, you know, this was a good little conversation to chop it up about. And like I said, you know, if the guy's been working 8 or 9 months, he obviously, if that's the accurate time table, he's obviously committed to a large degree to trying to get this off the ground. So I guess we could be looking out for this. You know what I'm saying? We could be looking out for this. So salute to Dana White. And again, I love the sport of boxing so much. I'm always an advocate. And again, I'm aware that guys say one thing and do another. So I'm always aware of that, right? But I'm always going to be an advocate for anybody that wants to be an instrumental piece into the sport of boxing and be one of the contributing factors that you know, boxing is interesting again, as he put it, you know, putting on fights that people want to see. You get what I'm saying? I'm always going to root for a person that's truly the train of thought that they share, as well as the intent behind the moves that they make in the sport. They always aiming to, you know, make the best fights possible. I'm always be a supporter of that, because that's what we watch the sport to see. You know, the best, most entertaining fights possible, the best challenges possible, the absolute best fight and the absolute best. And again, you know, he's known for doing a lot of that in the UFC, and he's been very successful doing it. We all know that, right? But like I said, the only issue I would have is what will be his approach in terms of, you know, paying fighters. You get what I'm saying? So that would be my only concern for the most part. So nutrition's pay and mental coaches and food. Plus the weight cuts is brutal in the UFC. All facts, bro. My bad, y'all. I missed a couple of y'all. Pardon me, y'all. Look out. Okay, I seen that. For like UFC pay is complained about because they need multiple coaches to pay, since they're wrestling, kickboxing, boxing, jiu-jitsu, and Muay Thai. Facts, Fate, that make a good point. Dana White can get the job done, but he's been known for low pay, and that's my only concern. Well, in a time in a society where guys that's in a contact, you know, combat sport that you can't play, they want to get paid. And I'm never against fighters getting paid, yo. I'm never. The ones that put their life on the line, I'm never against them getting paid. Right, Fate. And it's a lot of money coming out of your check before you even get it. And for you to get a low, you know what I'm saying? If your purse is low, then you know what I mean? It's problematic, and I just don't want to hear that be the situation. You come into boxing to just be tight. You know what I mean? Pay these guys. Wilder also has an announcement coming. I wonder who. Hey man, I've been hearing something crazy, Fate. I've been hearing something crazy. And when I say crazy, I mean in a good way. Like it's just something that's thrown out there, and I don't, you know, I'll just say like people need to start paying attention to Tay Jones, man. Salute to Pac-Man ATL Tay. Salute to Tay Jones, man. Dope dude, dope creator. I gotta start making sure I catch more of the videos when he on. I'll be catching some of them. Dude is dope, man. He always put out valuable or incredible information, yo. And he a lot of times he shoot down a lot of this false stuff that be getting thrown out there about Wilder. Like it be stuff that he know that I'm pretty sure he can't reveal. But from what I'm hearing, Fate, it could be something crazy that he working on the low, and that'd be wild. Probably will always be like Bob, Arum, and Hearns, and Warren Oscar, maybe promotions, all of these people can't get along now, and Dana can't fix them. Great point, Will. Absolutely great point, bro. Great point. And I just hope at some point in boxing that these dudes understand that hurts the sport when you're not willing to work with somebody that has a fighter and you have another fighter that will generate not only great money for y'all, but great entertainment for the fans. It's about delivering to the fans. That's all these promoters and these guys talk about, is doing this and that for the fans. Well, do it. And part of doing it is working with each other. Oscar said out his own mouth, now that he got this Tank and Ryan situation, he feel like he can make a Munguia in a Charlo fight and things like that. And that's the right attitude to have now. Only thing he needs to do is really stand on business and really put forth an actual physical effort into trying to get this business squared away and start making more cross-promotional fights. I'm tired of size of the street garbage, yo. It's very draining for the sport, and it shouldn't exist. It's not good for the sport. Anything that stops us from getting fights, any built-in excuses, is not good for the sport, and it's not good for the consumer. It's not good for the fans and the supporters of the sport. It's not. It's not good for the viewer at home. It's not. We need to see best shows possible. You give people a reason to want to support this sport and see it grow. Give people a reason every weekend to tune in to your product by putting the best product out there each and every time you put on a card. Like I said before, it's far too much talent in boxing for it to be subpar, as many subpar cards as it's been in the past. You get what I'm saying? It's a way around that, man. It's a way, and it's about not just doing business, but doing better business, smart business being working with these other promoters, getting these fights done that people keep telling us can't be done. I don't want to hear it no more. It's just, it's tiresome. Just make the fights, man. Give the people something worth their money, and we will support it. I say this all the time. I know I will. I know the family in the chat will. And I know it's a ton of other people outside of me that spend even more money than what I spend on fights, way more. I know it. So people, we support boxing, man. But boxing need to start helping us by giving us more things to root for, bro. Wilder KO the wrong ball guy, and on his last fight, that should have been Fury, right? Right, the headbutting between promoters will never stop. And it's unfortunate, Will, but you know what? Well, even if it don't stop completely, let's get some traction where we working towards it, where it's not the case so often. You get what I'm saying? Where like, let's make it more of a every now and then maybe something won't happen. Even that I'm not cool with, but I understand it ain't gonna all change overnight. But just give us a reason to be optimistic, to be looking at the glass half full. Give us a reason to really be, you know what I mean, that we can see these type of fights, yo. Because again, just think about how crazy it is for them to tell us a reason a fight can't happen is because promoters or networks don't want to do business with each other. That's weird. But ain't nothing wrong with the fighter or either the networks or from either the promotional companies. You get what I'm saying? Nothing is wrong with them. They healthy. They're winning. They're thriving. They're in the same weight division. They want to fight. That's all the reason in the world to make a fight. Not no garbage about, you know, being petty about what network is going to be on, or you not want to work with another promoter that has a fighter that's going to deliver great entertainment for the people. If you're not in favor of the people, I'm not in favor of supporting your product. That's how I look at boxing right now. If you're not in favor of giving the people stuff, if you're not making putting on the kind of cards that look like you're trying to give us our bang for our buck, man, no, I can't support it. And I'm tired of it. The size of the street. I can't believe that's something that be said and they run with it and people be comfortable. Well, you're on the wrong side. And it get to the point even the fighters be saying that, man, don't help them push that. It's imaginary, bro. And until somebody give me the address to the side of the street, I ain't never trying to hear that, man. It's gonna get there. Oh, nah. He ain't get no pass. You know, I got him for that Miss Joette, Dana White, and he was on camera clearly doing it. Slapped her up. All West, salute, fam. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling, my bro? Salute to everybody that's still in the building, hanging in there for this cook. Much love and appreciation to y'all. Talked about a few things and something else I wanted to touch on. But salute to Jamel Charlo, pardon me. And salute to Jamal. I can't wait to see Jamal back in the ring. But salute to Mel and Brian Custer for that Last Stand podcast interview. It was dope. He said something very interesting at the end of that interview that I didn't expect him to say. that he can make 54 for the rest of his career, and he don't think he's moving up unless it's a business move. And the reason why I say that's so entertaining and exciting, because right now he's the man to beat. It ain't gonna be too long before Errol make his run at 54. You get what I'm saying? He right there on the cusp of fighting at 54 and probably staying there, right? So Mel continue to be dominant and win and put these wins in the bank. There is a very strong possibility that we could get an Errol Spence versus Jermell Charlo fight. Now he's saying that the money right. He's saying the same thing EJ's saying. So I love the energy. I ain't in a rush to see it, but damn, I'm looking ahead, y'all. That just made me look at things different. I did not know that his intent was to stay there the entirety of his career. I thought at some point he was looking to move up more than likely, preferably when Earl got there. So, but if he's willing to sit around and potentially face him, kudos to him, man. We win in boxing if we can get that fight, y'all. That'll make up for the Crawford, him not getting the Crawford fight. You get what I'm saying? That'll make up for it. So, again, I'm always looking for different things in these builds. Salute to my bro Undercard for sending that to me. Like I said, I'm always say this to y'all. If y'all see something that deserves its just due, send it to me. We will build on it. We will chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Question about David. When was the last time we've seen David lay someone out? Like knocked out? Right. Like Fate. I don't know. Did you catch that short video that I played? I played. Did you catch that short video where I said I had the harder puncher, Jermell Charlo, David Benavidez, or Caleb Plant? Yo, go check that video out, yo. Go check that video out. But matter of fact, let me see something real quick. But salute to Dana White. Like I said, he said he's looking to possibly, he's been working the last 8-9 months to get his own promotional company started in the sport of boxing. And he said that within the next year or two. So y'all be on the lookout for that. You know what I mean? Like I said, I think that could potentially be a good thing in boxing. It all depends on how you approach it, because one of the more important things right off the bat is going to be money, bro. It's right off the bat, it's going to be money. It's going to be money, and if you breaking bread the right way, because if you're not, the people ain't trying to hear nothing about no matches being made if you ain't bringing that bread. You know what I'm saying? Overrated power, just a strong, valiant puncher, and uses his size to his advantage. Charlo the hardest out of all of them, right? Not necessarily. It's like I'm gonna drop it in here, Fate. I got to. Just for any of y'all that didn't catch this video, this is not that long. Just watch it if you get a chance to. I just dropped it in there. That's the joint. Like he dudes that been in there in the ring with him and sparred him. He told you who he felt like hit harder out of Caleb Plant and Benavidez. Lonnie B was in that video, and Lonnie B is a damn good fighter. He underrated too at super middleweight. He's underrated. He beat the hell out of Uzcategui. Like, it's the way he did it. He outboxed the hell out of him. Beat that boy up. Before other guys had beat him. He chipped him. But Lonnie B and Dennis Douglas sparred Caleb Plant, George Groves, David Benavidez, and he has some very interesting things to say about the dude's power. So check that video out, family, when y'all get a chance. If y'all never seen it, if y'all ain't catch it, trust me, said some interesting stuff in that video about punching power. And again, I put those videos out there so people could hear it straight out of the horse's mouth. Like, you know what I mean? It'd be a lot of speculation as to who's the harder puncher. And listen, like I'll be urging people, or I'll be trying to point out to a person, right? Because the first thing, Fate, that the people will say, like when they watch that video, is somebody capping. And I'm saying this: how can you tell somebody that's been punched in his face by both guys who hits harder? How you want me to believe because of how well you can break down what he's done in his career and who he punched and how he knocked who out? That still don't matter. I've seen the same fights everybody else seen from these dudes. You get what I'm saying? I ain't just start watching Benavidez. I was watching way before they was calling him a Mexican monster. When he had that El Bandera Roja or whatever it's called, something like that, the red flag or whatever. He had that nickname, you know what I mean, first. So what I was about to say, yeah, so I've been watching him, and like I said, what would you expect me to take? Your opinion over a guy that's physically been in the ring and been punched by both guys? I don't think people be understanding what they be saying. Like, it's not even worth a debate, really, or argument, because it's like, I play the video so you can hear it. What is there to debate about a guy telling you who punches harder out of the two, and you think he capping? Or you trying to explain ways or reasons why this one punches so much harder than this one? It's like, even if you giving a good breakdown, it still is not going to matter as much because those guys have shared the ring with them. It's simple. You can't tell them who hit harder when they felt it. So it's just weird when people do that. They ain't playing harder punchers. That's KO pillow puncher is BS. The David fans ignore that people that actually felt these punches. That's what I'm saying, Fate. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying when they get in the fight, all of a sudden Caleb Plant gonna be some old knockout artist or nothing like that, bro. I'm just saying, just listen to the guys that been in the ring with him. He punch harder, bro. He punch harder than what people think, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So, David never really did strength and conditioning and stuff with weights until this camp with Plant. Right. And he got the wrong kind of guy in his camp that Ghost was pointing out. So we're going to have to see how that shake out. But I ain't putting nothing on him, man. But, man, this been another dope one, man. I got to make a run, y'all. I love and appreciate everybody that supports the platform, supports the channel. Like I said, man, we're going to keep grinding. Y'all know what I'm here for. I'm here for growth, elevation, learning, getting to that next level, building. You know what I mean? That's always my message, man, is to build and be dope by any means necessary. Continue to be a voice. You know what I mean? As they call me the voice, continue to use the voice to be responsible with the content in the sport of boxing, man. And I appreciate y'all supporting the grind and the vision. You know what I'm saying? It's very important that y'all understand that. And for people that, y'all come here and y'all stay to the end of the show or stay through most of the show, it don't go unnoticed. Trust me, the support, you know what I mean? And the engagement is what's important to me. I don't care about a subscriber count, which is why I never really mentioned that ever. Like, people mention it for me, and I appreciate it because I know I'm aware of where I'm at. And, we got milestones to try to hit. So I'm always appreciative for anybody that could tap in, sub, hit the like button and things like that. It doesn't go unnoticed, and it's very much appreciated. I think I'm one of the most, engaging people up here. Like, if you ever look where you see a video with comments in it and it got some comments, just browse and see how I make it my business to try to respond to everybody so nobody ever feel like they talking to themselves. There's no need to tell somebody to leave a comment if you're not going to ever respond. And I know maybe it get to a point where the comments they get crazy, but that'd be a good problem to have when I get there, right? So until then, I'm going to continue to engage with the audience. That's why I try to have topics where I include the people that I'm talking to. It's a lot different than I think what other people do. Like, it's every conversation I try to include the family, the listeners, and what do y'all think as well as what I think. Is like give and take. And I feel like that's the best way to have a conversation because we all share a love for the sport and got different perspectives and, different things that you can add to the cook. And ain't got to just be Just Do up here talking about myself. Like I said, I think I'm going to start dropping a link more as time goes on where people could come up here and we could all have a broader discussion and everybody kind of, tap in the same way. You know what I mean? And just keep building. It ain't no planet threat, man. Peace, Will, old school. Much love and appreciation. Jim, always showing love, always putting that color in the chat. Been supporting since you've been here, man. I just can't say enough for how much I greatly appreciate you, fam. And everybody else that supports the channel. Doesn't go unnoticed. Y'all make it possible for me to, get up here and do this. Because I know the words are resonating and reaching some people. And that's always the goal. Like I tell people, don't let the number of subscribers or the number of people in the chat make you think that I take what I'm doing any less serious than the next man. And I just ain't been around as long as these dudes. And, you know, I feel like as long as I keep staying on this path, you know, we gonna get to where we need to get to. But in the meantime, you know, I'm going to cook like it's 100,000 people in here the same way, whether it's 10, 15, 20, 220, like it don't matter. I'm going to put forth the same effort and energy, and I'm going to always remember where I came from and how this thing started for me. So, you know, I'm all about the build. It's a lot of things that I'm not here for, you know what I'm saying? So I don't get into it, and I kind of let my message be what it is. Like, I'm here to build, grow, learn, get to the next level with my people. I don't do any type of beefs whatsoever. I just show love, show support. You know what I mean? I add to a conversation, or I just support from the sideline. And that's how I'm going to keep giving it up. People that have my support, you're going to continue to have my support. You know, things don't really change, but I just know 100% why I'm here, 1,000,000% why I'm here, and I'm staying the course. And you know, just hopeful that my words reach people the right way, and that's what my goal is, to keep growing. And it's not about numbers. Engagement mattered to me more than any amount of numbers, always. Because if you're engaging, then that takes care of numbers. I don't have to worry about insignificant things like that. I worry about, you know, not wasting y'all time when I get up here and making sure that y'all could hear something decent. And don't be stressed out when you come here. Bringing the entertainment back to boxing. And, you know, that's why I always got 3 to 4 different things that we could chop it up about, because there's always something going on. I'm always trying to, you know what I mean, make sure I'm keeping y'all engaged as much as possible. So I appreciate everybody that came through, that will continue to come through and support the channel. Trust and believe I'm on the job. So, and like I said, we not slowing down, we speeding up. So we got a lot more work to do, and we gonna do it, man. Salute to my bro, Jim, always putting that color in the chat, been supporting since you've been here. Much love to everybody else in the super chat as well. We gonna keep building, man. Let me drop my boy. You gotta give him his just due.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my bro, Jim, man. Much love and appreciation, bro. Appreciate that. Conclusion. Eddie Hearn is the red. Eddie Hearn is the PD supplier. BETERBIEV, Sleep Smith. Ryan just spreading more lies than X's. Dana, let's see boxing. You know what I'm saying? Hector is back. Charlo is real, and EJ is better, man. Have a great night, and much appreciation to you, Queen. Much appreciation, Miss Joette. Much love to everybody in the super chat, Cash Apps, everybody that hit the like button, everybody that shares the video, that comes through to let me know you're in the building, that you rocking with your boy. No, just know we on the job, man. I'm on the job, and it ain't nowhere near done. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nowhere near done. I'm gonna play this small clip. It's real short, cause I forgot. I just want to make sure I touched everything I had in the title. This is Eddie Hearn saying who he think, you know, what do you think about Callum Smith and BETERBIEV?
What do you see there? Like, why?
I feel that you have a tremendous fighter in BETERBIEV.
Run this back. It's very short. Yeah.
I think Callum Smith's going to knock BETERBIEV out. I really do.
What do you see there? Like, why?
I think Callum Smith's going to knock BETERBIEV out. I really do.
What do you see there? Like, why?
I feel that you have a tremendous fighter in BETERBIEV that is showing chinks in the armour. He's 39. Yeah. Callum Smith is a huge puncher at light heavyweight. I mean, he was so weight drained at 168. And if he hits him on the chin with a left hook, he's going to knock him clean out. And it's a very dangerous fight, don't get me wrong. But you saw Yard. I think Callum Smith is a much better fighter than Anthony Yard at light heavyweight.
Yeah, we gonna see. We gonna see. That's big words from Eddie Hearn. We gonna see. Callum Smith gonna knock him out, but I think BETERBIEV knocks him out just like he been knocking everybody else out. I will never like the approach of Callum Smith when he went in there against Canelo, a much smaller guy. So I don't just feel like, oh, because he got a left hook and all his puncher, he don't punch harder than BETERBIEV, and we all know that. So I think he gets stopped by BETERBIEV. Think he might make the fight entertaining. I do think he can have some success. I think he will have some success. BETERBIEV is getting older. People are going to continue to have a certain level of success on him because Father Time is unbeatable, undefeated. And I feel like, you know, things are weighing. He's getting a bit older and long in the tooth. So we'll see. I think he can make it a good fight, entertaining fight, but I think the end result will be him getting stopped. My bro Jim, much love and appreciation. Well, peace, Brody. Much love and appreciation, man. Right. That's what I think too, bro. That dude, the beast, right. You know what I mean? Callum Smith could make it a fight for a minute because he's tough, long, you know what I mean? Got some boxing abilities. He's a decent fighter. He's a good fighter, but I don't think he got what it take to make it to 12 rounds with BETERBIEV. Now, I could be wrong, but Callum Smith going to have to prove me wrong because I got BETERBIEV by knockout. Maybe toward the later rounds, maybe at 8, 9, or 10, maybe something like that. Maybe he can take him some rounds, but I think sooner than later he gets knocked out. BETERBIEV is as close as you're going to get to an old school fighter. Right, just mauling. You get what I'm saying? Just different. BETERBIEV toughness. It's just a combination of things that he brings to the table. That level of toughness. Anybody that get a split in the middle of their head and they just open up, like, and they fight harder, like you built different, bro. And like I said, I got an Instagram video with him like training, like a side by side, yard hitting the bag, and this dude doing all types of wild training methods. He training like he's really a one-man army all by himself. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But salute to everybody. And like I said, I got BETERBIEV still in that one. In a good fight, entertaining fight, but I got him still stopping him. You know what I'm saying? But much love and appreciation to everybody, man. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all good Tuesday. And y'all know we will be right back tomorrow my time, 4 o'clock. We staying in this 4 o'clock slot, y'all, and we're going to continue to build, man. So with that, y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of the night, man. Y'all stay blessed, and I appreciate y'all. Truly, I do. Everybody in here. So we're going to keep rolling, y'all. So with that, man, much love to the fam, and we're going to get up out of here. Peace, y'all.